basically told us that Mia was actually there because he said, "Isn't it true? Other than a few times that Diddy was filing with Cassie, that you've seen, that you didn't tell her to leave."
Mm-hmm. They just trying to get rid of her credibility right now. And then she
Yeah,
said
but
the
I mean,
comment about being brainwashed too. So
I'm gonna play his I'm gonna play his video real quick.
Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here on the break in day 14 of U.S. versus Sean Combs. Well, witness Mia, is still on the stand, being cross-examined by Brian Steele. Sean Combs' lawyer brought up from Atlanta after the young thug down there, and he just keeps using these social media posts. Although he got into evidence this birthday greeting, so now it's in evidence. And he's now the issue seems to be that he hired Sean Crowley, a civil attorney, quite expert here in the SDNY, and he wants to bring in that he hired her and she just won a big judgment. And then the prosecutor, AUSA Smizer, objected. The judge sustained it, but Mark Agnifilo, the lead lawyer of Sean Combs, says they're going to be talking about it over this break. What can come in now in the morning? Brian Steele said he'd finish maybe by lunch, maybe after. Well, it's going to be after. And after they already, a guy called Eddie Garcia has been given immunity. He invoked his Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination. So that should be a witness this afternoon, if and when Brian Steele's cross-examination finishes. It's really something. We're covering this trial. We put up, I want to say, I've seen some even more kind of insane AI-driven misuse of tweets saying things happened that didn't happen. So you could find for week 3 the book on Google Play. We're going to do another one. It's kind of like a blockchain. That's how I view it, just to make sure that we're clear on what we're reporting and what we're not reporting. But it's a hell of a trial, and we're going back in to cover it. Inner City Press, to be continued.
they falling like dominoes, yo. So now you're gonna have somebody else that's gonna testify.
Yeah, they just shoot. Where am I? Yeah, I don't know, Moochie. They might have to call you to the stand. I'm sorry.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, well, you got to tell them something. You gonna have to tell them something when you get up there. Oh, you can lead the government. Yeah, I mean, today's a slow day, guys. We don't have anything. We literally been up here with Mia all morning, and it's
And now they
been
went to
one word
break.
answer. Yeah.
It was like a couple of breaks.
So why have you watched the
Well,
wig yet?
you think they gonna he can't watch that.
This, this is real. Y'all don't know if y'all know, but when you have this kind of hair and this texture, you only wash this once a year. It ain't like our hair, you know what I mean? We gotta get some water on it. Yeah. What was you gonna say, Moochie?
What are you talking about? We will be found guilty immediately.
No, he's
Niggas
saying
be
us.
quiet.
We were on the stand for something like this. Yeah, suburbia. Mia, that is one thing I did. She did say she had a dream that she was in the elevator with R. Kelly and Diddy saved her,
Oh my goodness.
which is wild to have R. Kelly in the elevator with you, but then that weirdo's in there with you, and then you got another weirdo to come and save you. Like, who you think will win that fight, Diddy or R. Kelly?
I don't know. Kel's probably look like he got some hands. Remember them guys came and attacked him in his cell and he had hands. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
He was throwing them bows too.
and Kells couldn't. He's illiterate. He can't read either. So yeah, you know he in there scrapping. Yeah, I mean, This is literally the first day we haven't had anything to talk about. It's just, can we take a break? So Brian Steele was also asking why at the baby shower he tried to show baby shower photos that had nothing to do with it. Um, he was asking why at the baby shower she didn't tell people that it happened. Like he just wanted her to ask, tell random people, "Oh yeah, hey, it's like me saying right now, hey Moochie, you know I was assaulted this day." Like, dog, you're not just randomly telling people stuff like that.
No, you're not gonna tell nobody random like that.
Yeah,
At a setting like that.
yeah. At a baby shower, you're just gonna say, "Man, you know I was assaulted." Like, no one, you're not just talking like that. Not nothing of that nature. And then he was asking when she went in there to try to get the $400,000 that she was owed. Well, that's what she wanted, 10 million, but they negotiated the 400,000. He's like, why didn't you bring it up there? Man, she was there to get her money that she wasn't paid. She wasn't there for anything else. She wanted to get paid and put all this behind her.
Yeah, that's why she never sued him like that. She sued him for wages that he didn't pay her, not for the essay.
Yeah. And that's what falls up under RICO, the force. So that's another thing right there. That settlement off of that lawsuit goes up under the forced labor.
Mm-hmm.
That's what racketeering bosses do.
Exactly. That's right there.
I don't know, man. It's just, I guess we're gonna have to see. But again, it's the defense's it's their case to lose because you know they can still drop the ball with another witness.
Yeah. And now you got somebody else that's coming too. It's
Yep.
more people coming. I think his whole staff probably turned on him.
Shit, you got to if you ain't trying to get caught up in this nonsense.
Exactly. People act like they had a choice. I don't think. I mean, everybody has a choice, but like, would you go to jail for him? They already seen how he did Sean.
Let me see something. So for everybody that was like, "Oh man, they didn't have to testify." This isn't a state case. When it's a federal subpoena, it's issued to the individual. It typically compels them to appear and testify and or produce documents. Ignoring a federal subpoena can lead to serious consequences, including contempt of court charges, fines, and even imprisonment. So a state case, you can say, I don't want nothing to do with it. But the feds, they don't give a damn what you feel, how you think. If they send you a subpoena, you will bring yourself down here. You will go to jail. Unless you can get your lawyer in some documents or say, oh, we can't make that. But you will come and testify. Now, the other one, the Jane Doe, she's out of this because her lawyer came in. They ended up speaking to the lawyer and stuff. But then again, we still don't know. Like you said, initially they said this is going to be 8 to 10 weeks when we first started. So things could change by then. We don't know.
And the other girl, she's not coming. The one that was with 50.
You talking about his baby mother?
Yeah. They was like, she's
Daphne.
not coming. No, not her. The other girl is the one that was on Tasha K.
Gina?
Bad. Yeah. They was like, Gina's not coming.
I think Gina was the Jane Doe.
But she has, remember, one of them they can't find.
Oh, well, yeah. Shit. See, there's a lot. We don't know. The feds got so much stuff and they about to bring in so many people. You don't even know who is this? Oh, yeah. I was the guy that changed the tire one night before, with a flat tire when Diddy called it in. Let me see. Did we got anything? Because it said we'll be back at 12:50.
It's 53.
Yeah, I think that's what it said. Let me see. Yeah, they're dismissed at 12:50. All right, so they should be coming back in now. Damn, those lunches are short, man. I don't know if I could do 30-minute lunch. You can't even leave nowhere. You have to bring your lunch. What's close to this courthouse? Do you know this courthouse's address?
That's in the city. It's not where R. Kelly's was, because I was down there, because that's by the transit building. And then when people was like, free R. Kelly, they was yelling and stuff. I actually saw all of that.
Were you out there yelling for your R. Kelly?
Heck no, I wasn't there. I was passing through. That is none of my business.
This is the same place, Moochie.
I was just passing through, handling stuff that I had to handle down there, because the courthouse down there.
Moochie, you sounding like right now, you sounding like you may have been the racketeering boss.
No, I know nothing of the sort.
500 Pearl Street. I'm pretty sure it gets busy down there. Well, Manhattan is always busy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Manhattan. So it's just like that's like really busy, because remember, he's from the way they got it. I guess they linked it to the Bad Boy office, and the building that you had up on Friday. That
Yeah.
I believe that building is torn down now.
Oh, dang. I know it said it was abandoned in 21, so
yeah, it's not there now.
So this is the federal courthouse that they're in.
Park Row, 152 Park Row. And that's the street view. And there's a barricade.
All right, so that's it right there. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would hate being on jury duty for this, man. You got to go in there every day, and some days you might only get a 25-minute lunch, a 30-minute lunch.
Yeah, and then they not sequestered, right?
No, I don't know, because they go home every day.
Oh, you can't tell me they not seeing stuff on social media.
I know, and I was thinking when they had
like
Memorial, people were asking them, hey, so what do you think? What do you think? Like, what do y'all talk about?
Yeah. I hope they didn't go to no barbecues over the weekend and was talking. What you think? He guilty? It's gonna be like, shoot, give him a little bit of alcohol. They're really.
You think I'm letting Diddy ruin my memorial? No, Moochie. I'm at all the parties. I'm everywhere. That weekend, I'm going on a little tour. Now, I can't say, I'm gonna call it the hush tour, because I can't tell y'all nothing, but I can tell you something. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I ain't staying in the house. I'm out.
Yeah. I hope the jurors be having like a Ziploc bag full of nuts or some kind of snacks while they in there, because y'all sitting there all that time.
Y'all know ain't no food allowed in the federal courtroom.
I will be sneaking something. A woman always have mints or something in their pocketbook.
In their pocketbook. No pocketbook, nothing. Show up with nothing on your person. No phones.
Mints, gums.
Yeah,
I have some Mike and Ike's or something in there. Yes.
Oh, I ain't know you eat Mike and Ike's.
All right, I have some kind of. Okay, we back on.
Yeah, we back on, but like I said, we still be waiting. But yeah, I like the Mike and Ike's. You know what I do with my Mike and Ike's though? I take the green box of Mike and Ike's and take you some hot tamales and mix them together, and it's just like a variety pack. That's good right there, Moochie.
They got tropical now.
What? Mike and Ike's?
Yeah, they're really good.
I like the sour Mike and Ike's. The sour Mike and Ike's are good, but get the green box of Mike and Ike's, the originals, and get one of the boxes of hot tamales and mix them together. And when you eat those, it's gonna be crazy because you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, because you don't know if you're gonna get a spicy one or a regular one, or a fruit punch one.
Yeah, hey, try that though. You can be like, damn, Mo, you might be on to something. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'd be in the courtroom with. All right, so we're just waiting for some updates. I guess it's gonna be me and Moochie, unless Moochie got somewhere to be. But we typically been getting done around 3:00, so it looks like we got 2 hours, unless they're gonna hold her late. But they said they were gonna go till lunch at least. So we're on here. So we got Moochie with us today for the second half. Let's see if we got any updates though. At least I got somebody to talk to, Moochie, because usually I'd be on here lonely by myself.
Oh,
Hey, look at, I didn't even notice the sketch. Look at the sketch. They put up the Merry Christmas, I love you so much. Like they actually wrote that in on the sketch. Man, they ain't taking this serious, man. All right, let's see if Brian Steele's gonna ramp things up. I wonder if they're gonna put what they talked about as far as the documents, because they said Mia's about to go over some documents. We're not sure what these documents are, but it might be documents from her and the lawyer sitting down. 44 minutes, 1 minute. All right, they're back. Mr. Steele may proceed. Mia, were you able to review? I guess it's over the break. Were you able to review over the break some of your interviews with the prosecutors? Yes. And you didn't mention any ex abuse until June of 2024. I don't remember the dates. Let me be honest with you. On my lunch break, I'm not review. I would have told Brian I didn't review shit on my lunch break, nigga. What the fuck?
no.
I went to have lunch. I'm not. I'll
It's
review it
bad
now.
enough we had 30 minutes. So I had time to go to
Yeah.
the bathroom, refresh myself, and possibly eat something really quick. If the cafeteria line wasn't too long.
I'm not a lawyer. My job isn't when I got lunch break. I'm not on the clock. I'm not reviewing no documents on the lunch break.
Mm-mm. Do y'all think his daughter knew some of the things that was going on, especially the way he was treating Cassie? I believe they did. Anything is possible.
Yeah, they may not.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was like, you gotta imagine what they saw, transpire between him and their mother. So we're not even talking about how much they've seen. We need to, that's what the question should be. How much have they really seen?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about the Miami house. When we seen during the raid, he had all of this stuff. They probably didn't know it was to this extent of free calls. Probably just that their dad was wild. And I'm sure he probably was trying not to do it at the houses that they were at, but they had to have walked in a room because, man, he has wild stuff all over the place. Like, why you got 20 boxes of heels in your bedroom?
I know. And that other little spaghetti string thing going on.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think they knew that the free calls were taking place. They just knew that their dad had a lot of women. At least the girls. The boys, I don't know. I think they knew. I think they knew what a freak off was. Because they 30 years old, 28, 29 years old. They know. I don't think the girls knew.
Well, aren't they implicated in some things? Well, not on him.
Well, the son, he's in the charge. Him and his dad are in it. Yeah, he got his own whole case, but we haven't heard nothing else about that.
That's true, Steve. The Playboy Mansion was about freak offs. He just continued the tradition, and they let Hugh Hefner take it to his grave. His secrets did not come out until after he passed away. And they to
Yeah,
me
that's
they
the thing.
crucified Bill Cosby for that. He was hanging out with Hugh Hefner.
Not saying anything Hugh did was legal. The thing is, no one reported it. Until Cassie's case came out, we would have never known any of this was going on. So if no one's, it's just, I always use the analogy as if I run a stoplight and you run a stoplight, but the police see you and catch you, it doesn't mean what I did was not illegal. I just didn't get caught. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's like they probably knew something about Hugh Hefner, but we're finding out that there's been police reports and they've been knowing about Diddy for a while doing stuff like this, breaking into the houses. They've known about all of this stuff. It's just nothing ever came out. It's been on the hush. And then it just all comes to the light at one point and it's over with. But yeah, I mean, I know Hugh Hefner was doing some wild stuff. But no one came out and said anything. And if they did, it was probably settled. You see all of Diddy's cases, they were all settled. We knew. In 2019, geez Louise. In 2019, Diddy's former personal chef settles work suit. She was talking about the freak off in 2019, but Diddy didn't get in trouble then. Why? Because he paid her off. But like I said, this information has been out there for years, but Diddy never got in trouble for it. So it's the same way. You got to look at Hugh Hefner. You got to scale that. When did Hugh Hefner even die?
We're going to find that out right now.
2017. So 2 years before this Diddy freak off it wasn't called a freak off. It was just she went in the room and Diddy had people in there having sex and Diddy made her serve them. So in 2019, but this happened in what? Her lawsuit was filed in 2017. When did Hugh Hefner die? 2017. So there's probably
you think it's any connection
out there.
But I'm asking you, do you think it's any connection? Because you gotta remember, you gotta realize he got it from somewhere. I know they bringing up his mama too, and I get that, but you was in circles where this was happening, where they deemed this is all right.
I mean, I believe that's something that had happened over there. Or he's probably been involved with something, but it just wasn't nothing coming out. You know what I mean? Do I believe he got it from Hugh Hefner? No. Did Hugh Hefner have some wild parties that may have been freak offish? Yeah. Because the Playboy Mansion, all of these women were paid to be there, to live there. So technically they weren't leaving either. But no one ever filed a complaint. And as far as Hugh Hefner goes, I'm pretty sure we can find cases that were settled, just like Diddy's case in 2017. So it's just, as long as you're settling the cases, you're not getting in trouble for it.
Yeah,
because they're not saying anything
on it too. So they explain that those people tell their stories on there. Not everything as domestic violence. You can't explain everything away as domestic violence.
Here you go. Bill Cosby and Hugh Hefner, both. So we can't say Hugh Hefner why wasn't he charged? He's selling his cases just like everybody else was. So there's cases. Look, Hugh Hefner in 2016, he ended up dying. Look, Crystal Hefner, she died just in time before the Me Too. So
and then after that, Me Too came out.
Exactly. So it just no one put it out there. And before that, he was settling cases. So you can't say, why didn't something happen to somebody else? Because the same thing that was going on with Diddy in 2017, he was just paying people off. We haven't heard anything else about the chef. The chef was the first person to say that I've seen online that said that she was made to serve Diddy when he was in there having sex with people. So the same thing with Hugh Hefner was going on. It just didn't get brought to the light because he was settling cases. So it's going on. It's just not on that scale because he ended up dying in 2017. So we got to stop looking at it like, oh, no, they're going after the white folk also, but we don't follow white people news. We follow the stuff that you see what I'm saying? So it's going on. We just aren't watching it.
Well, I remember them talking about Hugh Hefner. I'm just trying to figure out how come he didn't get maybe because see, he pissed somebody off for them to come after him. That's what it looks like. Like he was fined into the lawsuit. I kind of believe that's what basically brought him to all of this.
And that's the thing, though. If Diddy would have settled that lawsuit before Cassie brought it to the light, guess what? We would have never known about this.
Yeah.
Remember, they said she was asking for 30 million. If Diddy would have just did that 30 million, we would have never heard about this, and we wouldn't even be in court today. But
and nobody probably would have came out of the woodworks too, like all of those people who was coming. He should have just paid her off.
Exactly. You got to pay the lawsuits to get rid of them. But once it got dropped, he tried to pay it. It was too late, and then everybody heard it. Now everybody telling their story because it's like, oh well, shit, somebody actually went after the guy. Because think about it. Prior to him dropping this, everything that we're hearing, if he really had that much control and power, he still had that all the way up to when the Cassie lawsuit dropped. So he can still get you touched. If you're still living in the industry, he still played a role. So that's why nobody was saying anything until they felt like it was safe. Safe enough for them to be able to tell their story. Because think about it. If you're a regular person, you were working for Diddy and now you're not working on that same level. You're not about to come and say this because you're not trying to ruin what little stuff you got going on. But now it's like, okay, cool. Now there's a light on it. Now it's safety in numbers. That's what they tell us when we were kids. Safety in numbers.
Yeah.
So that's what this is. Just like with Hugh Hefner. You guys say, oh, why did it happen to Hugh Hefner? Well, we see over 60 people said something, more than 60 women in 2015. So it was there. He was just paying it off. And unfortunately for him, he died before the lawsuits could actually, form all the way. Because think about it. This Diddy lawsuit was in 2023 when it happened, November 2023. Hugh Hefner died in 17, and this suit came out in 15. That would have been 2 years. You see what I'm saying? So it's about the same timeline. It's just he died, and this was earlier. So, I mean, again, I'm not defending Hugh Hefner or Diddy. I'm just trying to be logical about it and just show like it's going on. But none of us was reading Playboy magazine. We really didn't give a fuck what Hugh Hefner was doing. But Diddy, we all knew Diddy from us being kids and hearing the music growing up. So it's like, all right, we're more interested in what Diddy got going on. We're more interested in what Bill Cosby got going on. Until Jeffrey Epstein got arrested, 99% of black people didn't know who the hell Jeffrey Epstein was until he got arrested.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Like Harvey Weinstein. Like, okay, we may have seen his name at the end of movies, but
we didn't know who he was. We knew of him.
Yeah, we didn't know who he was, but all of this has been going on behind the scenes, and they were putting out charges. So we can't say, oh, it's only because he's black. All of this stuff is in the news. We just don't care because it's not our culture. We don't care about what the white folk got going on. So it sucks, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if he's guilty, then all right, there's one less punk we got to deal with on the street, Moochie. But if he's innocent, man, let that man walk. Look at Steve. Look at Steve. Tell me, watch my bad, Steve. Some of us. All right, let's see if we got any updates. Okay, Brian Steele said, did you give all your materials to the government? I gave them to my lawyer. They gave them to the government. Look at this one. In these notes, did you raise ex abuse to the prosecution? Objection, Your Honor. Improper refreshment. Overruled. Stand down. Let's hear it. Let's continue on, Brian. What you got? Did you raise it in January 2024? Definitely not in the first meeting.
Okay, I'm gonna read from here the part of Mia.
Right. You got me, I got Brian. You want me to zoom in or you got it?
Zoom in a little bit more. Cause that's why I went off the screen because I'm so close to my computer screen right now.
All right, there you go.
So I start with I don't remember each specific meeting, but I definitely didn't raise it at the first meeting.
And in the next document that you just reviewed, just ask her if a recollection is refreshed, Brian.
No, not to the specifics.
Yeah, all right, Brian. So what we got going on?
I'm trying to scroll down like I'm controlling it.
Yeah, that's it. And then we get down into the comments. But I try not to show the comments because they be seeing some wild stuff over there. That's the only thing, man. Sometimes it's a refresh, and then let's see, we ain't got nothing yet.
That, and I think you read that over earlier.
Yeah, because sometimes when I'm doing it, it'll go down, it'll go in order, but then the next one down a jump.
Because like probably somebody clicked in there and answered it.
Yeah. So I wonder what these notes are saying though, because right now he's just asking her, did she read them? Well, did you raise any abuse to the prosecutors in January of 24? So that's last year. Yeah, so the judge is saying, does she recall anytime bringing this up? And she's saying not the specifics. It don't matter. Like, I don't know, man. As far as the defense, maybe in my mind, I'm thinking too much television. I'm thinking when the defense is up there, we need to actually be defended instead of, I mean, you want to discredit the witness, but discredit the witness on some of the crimes. You know what I mean? You see what I'm trying to get at?
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the assaults, if he brings up a scenario, one of the assaults, defend him and say that this didn't happen. But I understand you don't want to bring that up because I'm thinking Brian Steele and them know that this stuff happened. So this is the best that they can do without getting those details brought out. All right, here we go. You never mentioned ex abuse until you hired a lawyer, Sean Crowley. Mia, you understand?
I have no idea when I first mentioned it, except that it was after I had representation.
You intend to sue Mr. Combs for compensation? You want money?
No.
All right, so she doesn't have a lawsuit out against Diddy, or does Mia have a lawsuit?
I think they just subpoenaed her and she had to come in and talk.
Yeah, she just wanted her compensation and got up out of there. I think the Jane Doe, I think, is the one that was going to have a lawsuit.
Just pay me what you owe me.
Yeah.
I will keep it moving.
And that's another thing. No one ever told on Diddy while all of this was happening. They just wanted whatever money that they were owed, and that was it. Capricorn Clark never told. She said she was owed $80,000. This lady was trying to get money. Everybody just wanted their money, man. Diddy could have continued to do whatever they were doing. It's just they got subpoenaed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. If you asking for 10 million, are you settling for 400,000?
I mean, how she did.
And she only got half.
But like you were saying the other day, you always start high.
Yeah, but dropping from 10 million to 400,000 and then only getting 200,000, I'd be hurt. If anything, I would have told Steele, yeah, I'm countersuing him for the other $200,000 that he's supposed to give me.
Yeah, that's what she should be saying right now.
Yes. All right, here we go.
Watch
We
me
got it.
find out 2 weeks later.
She said the lawyer took 200. All right, so here we go, Moochie. Who have you worked for since?
Madonna,
For how long?
8 months from April 2019.
When you did that, did Mr. Combs assist you in getting that job?
Absolutely not.
Hmm. Damn, I thought Diddy had helped out. All right, so she worked for Madonna. All right, so she's still in the business. But again, that goes what we were just talking about, though, Moochie. She's still in the business. So you're not going
That's
to say
probably why
anything.
she didn't sue like that for the other thing and just walked away. She still want to work in the business. Everybody else that has gotten into any type of litigation with him, they not working. They name is mud in the business. Like Capricorn, they not letting her work in the business no more. And when she was about to, you know what happened to Chris Lighty.
See, and that's the thing. All kinds of conspiracies are about to come up from all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you work for? All right, we got more. All right. So you were not blacklisted?
No.
No retribution?
He took away the TV show, the credit I was promised.
You told the jury you were surprised you were let go, right?
I did.
You were let go for drinking?
No.
Your Honor, I like to say that me is lying.
Look. Mia, were you let go for drinking? No. Meanwhile, she's probably like this.
Hey, for real. Hell. Let go for drinking. All we heard was when you with Diddy, all you do is drink and do drugs. Like that's what the whole job consisted of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but of course she's not gonna say nothing. This comes out, like Moochie said, to Chris Lighty. A car wreck could mysteriously happen. Anything can happen when you're in this business. We've seen the whole Kid Cudi situation. Not one of us put a 1 in the chat prior to hearing about this Kid Cudi explosion or the car being a Molotov, however you want to put it. Would you ever suspect Diddy for breaking in somebody's house? Put a 1 in the chat before this case if you ever thought or believed that Diddy would break into somebody's house.
Well, didn't he walk in Steve Stout office and assault him with a bottle or something like that?
But that's the office. Anybody, I can walk up
Look,
into the
I'm saying, but come on now. You came in his office and you put paws on him. Hand feet.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I was gonna say, because if you putting that 1 in there, then it's like, all right, well, if he's going up into the office and assaulting him, and they had their lawsuit, they dropped that, or they settled that. He's going into houses, he's doing all kinds of wild stuff. And this is to top executives. This is to Kid Cudi, a millionaire. What you think he's gonna do? We've already heard she got hit in the head by water buckets thrown in the pool. Man, you not about to say nothing because you don't want anything to happen to you. So when they settled for that 400 Moochie and she only got the 200, she was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this 200,000 and continue on with life. The hell with that. I'm not even about to try to fight for that. All right, so here it goes. It says Mia. Brian still asking Mia. Brian asked Mia's go ahead.
You forgot about the cowbell and Justin, the coach. He attacked that guy.
Kettlebell?
Not a cowbell, one of them dumbbell, them kettlebells.
Yeah, that was the UCLA.
That's a doggone raid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would suspect him of going into somebody's house.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to get at.
Like Family Feud, like we was taking the survey, and I wanted to be first.
And if he's capable of doing that, what is he going to do to a regular assistant? So right here, guys, again, Brian asked Mia if she intended to sue Diddy for assault allegations. She said that's not her intention. So everyone's saying they just coming up here for a money grab. They got subpoenaed. They just telling their story. No one said that they were trying to sue Diddy. So it's not really a money grab. They telling their story because the feds brought them up here. Yeah, I want to. Diddy probably had the 5-pound kettlebell. I don't think Diddy is out there putting in work like that. Let me see. You would let go for drinking? Nope. All right, here we go. You remember Miss Ventura's video called "Official Girl"?
Yes.
And King of Hearts, her song with
Yes.
Nicki Minaj. Hey, Mia.
Yes.
Let the attorney ask the question. Let's not get carried away now. The judge is gonna have to step in now. Mia, come let him ask his question now. And King of Hearts and her song with Nicki Minaj, "The Boys."
Yes.
And Nicki Minaj is well known.
Yes.
So now we're back to these music videos. What like? Hey, yeah, somebody, y'all gotta check Mia. Mia over here, she act like this ain't no legitimate courthouse. Yeah, so I mean, what is he getting at with these music?
Like,
videos?
why is he asking these questions?
Yeah, we know that she worked with him. We know that she did all this. What I guess he's gonna say you had the freedom to do these videos with her.
I don't know. These sound like questions that Puffy giving them to ask on a piece of paper and passing it to the attorney. Allegedly.
Oh no, Princess Doll. They bringing Nicki Minaj into this. Yeah, we bringing Nicki in here.
That's the second time she was mentioned.
Uh-huh. Was Nicki in a freak off?
Her last name is Minaj. Her rapper name is Minaj. I'm just saying. Allegedly.
Nicki,
These are their stories.
Yeah. And they in New York too.
Oh no, do the jung jung again. These are their stories.
Oh shucks. Yeah, this is what we talk about. Expose it. That's what people wanted. They said they want the industry exposed. Was Miss Minaj there? Because they say Miss Minaj used to get a little drunky. Now, this is just what I used to be hearing. They say that Meg Thee Stallion was a party girl that could drink a lot, but they said Nicki back in the day used to get crazy. So I don't know, Nicki. Moochie, this is what Moochie said. Whoever's hot, Diddy jumps on their bandwagon, and she said Rick Ross, and then she said Nicki Minaj. So Nicki,
I mentioned that earlier. See?
Yeah, see?
And this is the second time she's been mentioned.
You guys, if you're new to the channel, I'm Mo.J. This is my lovely assistant, Muchella, aka the racketeering boss.
Give my little hammer. It's up here somewhere.
The racketeering boss is the one that first brought Nicki Minaj to our channel. I didn't know nothing about Nicki. The racketeering boss bought her.
What, because I mentioned her a couple of minutes before she was mentioned, and this is the second time she's been mentioned?
How did you know she was going to be in this form of questioning? Are you on Diddy's side?
No, I just be minding my business.
How'd you bring up Nicki Minaj 30 minutes prior to her being brought up in this case?
Look, remember, I got my crystal ball back here, so maybe that helped.
I bet. I bet. All right. Just remember, guys, on my channel, Muchella brought Nicki over here. I ain't had nothing to do with that, Nicki. Let me see. All right, here we go. Yeah, okay. After you and Cassie did a song "None" with Rick Ross.
Yeah, she did.
And I Love It with Fabulous.
Yes.
And do you remember Miss Ventura being in the studio with Kid Cudi?
I don't remember any the specifics still. Oh, any of the specifics?
And Diddy himself.
Yes.
Yeah, what are we doing? We just going over her discography?
Yeah, like why is he doing all this? This is like a waste of time.
So for everybody that complains about their tax dollars being wasted, please contact Brian Steele and P. Diddy's defense because what are we doing here? We're just going over all the songs. I guess this is showing that Cassie had freedom to record music, but none of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, she had freedom to record music, but he still shelved her projects.
Yeah, shelved the project, and this isn't. I don't know, man. I just. She said she briefly worked with Madonna, and that she did not think Diddy blacklisted her. I don't know, guys. I mean, this is some sad work here. I don't. I have no idea what we're doing here
Like, what's the
or what the
purpose of these
angle.
questions? And this is Combs' lawyer questioning her, right?
Yeah, this is Brian Steele,
This is a waste of
Diddy's lawyer.
time. I want to see when the judge gonna stop this madness from continuing.
Ah, yeah, this. I don't know, man. This is, and we only get a 30-minute lunch to get back to this.
I know. I hope somebody got some pretzels or something in their doggone pocket and sneaking and eating.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Like I said, I guess this is showing. Yeah, I didn't block her career. I let her record music, but she dropped one album out of 10. I really don't know, man. I really don't. I thought today we were gonna get on here. We're gonna get some good action, some back and forth. All right,
No.
we're up, Moochie. The TV show you mentioned. What was it about?
My experience.
How a person from a small town dealt with a person such as Mr. Combs,
A comedic version.
and then he scrapped it. So Diddy had all the control. What up, JT? I don't know, man. This is tough today.
I feel like this is a waste of time.
Yeah, man. TMZ need to drop some information or something on another projected witness. Well, I guess they can't because that'd be witness intimidation. I don't know, man. Guys, I apologize today. I don't have any jokes or anything. There's nothing I can go off of. Everything he's asking is 1 or 2 word responses. There's nothing here.
Mm-hmm.
You were on a paddleboard. You went to a baby shower. Did you
Yes.
hang out with friends? Like,
Yeah. Not all of my friends were there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hang out
Meanwhile,
with
you
friends?
got your jurors' stomachs going because they ain't really get to eat like they wanted to.
Yeah, they rushing back so they won't be held in contempt of court. Well, I don't even know what it is when the jurors don't show up on time. Yeah. You getting back up here like, man, this is a bad idea. And this is a month of this. Well, I mean, earlier, I ain't gonna lie. The other 3 weeks were very entertaining. We get to hear a lot of stuff. It's just I mean, this is court. All court isn't supposed to be, it's not supposed to be that entertaining. But for us, this is our pure entertainment. So we just here. What up, DeMarcus? We trying to figure out what the heck is going on, man.
I think it does. I mean, I guess he's trying to prove that, like, I have not tried to stop her career whatsoever.
Yeah, because he did ask did she feel like she was blacklisted? She said no. Right woman down. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is all right. What other films did you work on?
Dope, Lawless, Undefeated.
You enjoyed the projects?
Yes.
And you called the people a second family.
We all called it that.
Yeah, I mean, Dope, Lawless, Undefeated. I mean, I don't know, Moochie. I don't know, man. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Dope was the movie with Shamik Moore.
Yeah. That was the first time I ever heard about Bitcoin, man. And it wasn't easily accessible back then. But yeah, I heard about Bitcoin back then. I should have put like $500 in there, but I ain't know nothing about it. Dope was
My
actually a pretty
son
good
just
movie.
liked the movie because he said that the mother reminded him of me because she drove the bus.
Margaret said we can't stretch the cases like we can. Nah, I definitely can, but you got to give me something to go off of. If they give me a story, I can any story that they tell, I can turn that into like an hour segment on its own. But when you're just giving us, you worked on TV projects, you worked with Nicki Minaj, it's just yes questions. Like, yes, yes, no, yes. There's nothing we can go. Like he's not even asking anything except for, hey, let's pull up Cassie's Wikipedia and we can find all of this out.
Pretty much. Yep. I think those is questions P. Diddy is asking. Tell him how I ain't stopped this. Ask him about this. Ask about that.
Hey, that might be like, nah.
Ask
See,
her
I was
who
letting
she
them
was
work.
working for after. Come on now. He ad libs to everything.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. He's like, ask her about this. Ask her about this project. Ask her about this project.
Mm-hmm.
See, she was working. She was working. You thought Mr. Combs was a genius.
At the time.
You wanted to continue to work with Mr. Combs, right?
I wanted to continue following my dream.
Yeah, see, we always talk about in life, you got to make sacrifices. It's never, everybody always gives you that talk. It's never going to be easy. If it was easy, anybody can do it. So she was sticking around because this is her opportunity to actually work on these type of projects. Now, she had to endure a lot of behind the scenes, but this is getting her one step closer to what she wanted to do. I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Dredge, you ain't missed nothing, man. We just found out that Mia was working on a lot of stuff and Cassie was working on a lot of stuff, but nothing was theirs. Everything was always somebody else's stuff. Everything that Brian Steele went over, except for Official Girl, was somebody else's song she was featured on. And these projects were projects through Diddy, which he had control over because even her show got scrapped because of Diddy. So this might be the tactic of showing everybody, oh, they were working with people, but he's not mentioning that Diddy had control over these projects. Diddy was, an executive producer on some of these projects. Matter of fact, let me see.
I don't even remember this song.
Yeah, I was trying to see when did 2012. Yeah, I don't. Does anyone know this song? Yeah, I don't know nothing about this.
Yep, that's the time. That was the time when Nicki was basically doing songs with them. Remember, she did the other song with Diddy, and I think it was Hello. It was a Dirty Money song. Yeah.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Yeah, that was around this time. Did that song refresh y'all memory? Where y'all could put yourself in what time they talking about?
Yeah, it went gold in Brazil. Yeah, it wasn't even. We got to 15 in America. Oh no, that's in the UK. United States is a real young man. Shit, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know nothing about this. I don't think I ever heard this song. Definitely not risking playing that. And then they was on King of Hearts. So this is on Cassie's. Yeah, I ain't never. Yeah. Nah, man, we ain't playing. We not risking it off of that song, man. What is that song called? The Boys. All right, let me see. Let me see what I can.
Don't play that. Play it in your ear first before you play it out loud. Please. Don't get no strike.
Nah, y'all gonna suffer just like I'm gonna suffer.
I know. That's why I said don't get no strike for that.
Nah, I'm gonna bring it up. Let me see if we got any updates. You thought Diddy was a genius? Was there anything after that? No, that's it right now. Moochie, we I don't know what we got going on, man.
Do you want to talk about some other angles that was mentioned?
Say again?
I said, do you want to talk about some other angles that's been missing, like how they bringing up Laura London and all of that? Do you think she's going to testify, and is she going to be a witness for him or for the defense? I mean, the prosecution.
That's it. I mean, with Laura London, I don't know how involved she was. I mean, that there is that video of him and Nipsey with Cassie and Lauren sitting on the couch. And he told Nipsey, don't be clapping. And Nipsey like, I'm going to clap all night. And then he was like, hey, Lauren, I make you laugh. I'm funny. I'm going to try to bring that up. Here we go. The Boys. Let me see if we can get some high quality in here. We probably need to make it low quality. We're going to speed it up a little bit. Let's see what we got here. This looked like a freak off. It just went down.
You know what?
Wait a minute.
That looked like a beauty parlor.
Is this an oil water fountain?
You know what? Is that baby oil? It's pink.
Uh-oh, that pink oil.
No, let me no.
That's that Astroglide with the pink top.
Tell a hater, yo, don't you got cocks to blow? I
I don't remember this song at all. Look, you had to take me off the screen.
We don't even have. We're not going through this video, man. From what we just seen with Cassie, that's all we. That's why none of us know this shit.
Yeah,
Look at this.
don't.
What
Like
is
I
this?
said,
What is this?
Your lipstick stain smells like a cheap hotel.
that sounds like she's just robbing a freak off.
Now the money all up. Fuck a bunch of girls. Have the time of your life. Alright. I should do it, man. I'm stingy with my credit card. Did you ever really let me stay? I swear on a nigga if he acting up. I done push more sixes than a play. I'm throwing like a newborn babe. Masquerade.
This song was supposed to be for Miley Cyrus. It doesn't sound like Miley Cyrus or some white girl.
Yeah.
Money on love. Yeah. You get high. I hope you have the one to them good lace fronts. Cause it's my son's new girl. That's that.
All right, guys, we're done. We're done with this. Let's get back to the case. That was The Boys, Nicki Minaj and Cassie, one of the dopest songs of this last century. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I'm gonna do BMF Friday. I'll cover BMF. I'll probably just have a recap first, and then I'll probably do a live later on that night, because we've been getting done with the trial around 9 o'clock ish. So I could probably do a live with that, but we shall see. We shall see. You want to continue to follow your dream? All right, here we go. Do you know if Mr. Combs' company put money into promoting Cassie more than other artists?
I didn't absorb everything.
Who is Jason Wiley?
He worked for the record label.
In budgeting, right? What?
Where's the answer?
This is Jason Wiley here, and this is coming from the Diddy docket.
Wow.
VP of marketing at Bad Boy, Jason Wiley. Favorite professional moment in the past year. Our first unsolicited recommendation was start at a small conversation for individuals at a bar, turn quickly a full functional business for partners. Number one role. Here we go. Sean Combs is one of the greatest marketers of our generation. It was one of the most amazing business. Geez Louise, business developing experiences to learn from him and to be able to speak with him daily about entrepreneurship, marketing, and success metrics. So who are all these other people? I guess, just the 40 under 40. So he was the vice president of marketing for Bad Boy.
Mm.
He was with Making the Band. You know what? I think I may have seen him when they were going there. He was a key figure in the reality show. Yeah, you're right. Which was known for forming musical groups Vice President of Marketing. I mean, I guess what they're gonna say, he was fair on the budget.
Is he gonna be called next?
I mean, they bringing him up for something. He's either gonna get called up or they're gonna have some records, I guess, to show that. I mean, who cares if everybody was getting paid evenly? That's not what we're here for.
Look, only thing I would like to hear if they're gonna ask some questions like this, Mr. Wiley, were you ever hit with a stapler or any sort of office objects in Mr. Combs' office? You know they be saying he throwing cell phones and
Yeah, did you ever witness any of it?
yeah, I saw him throw a paperweight. It was a statue of a naked woman. That's the only type of stuff I want to hear if something like that happen. But I don't know. I don't think anything's gonna.
Yeah,
I think right now this is just a waste of time. It's dragging the trial out.
Yeah,
The question is, did he get the grant? Did he get it granted where he could stay with his staff? I mean, with his attorneys till 10 o'clock at night? Did they let him? Are they letting him do that?
Oh, they talked about it. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they set a time or anything. Maybe at the beginning of his tweets, I can go back and check. But I don't think they said anything. I just know that the judge said that he would work with him to jail so they can. Okay, here we go. Do you recall being given the opportunity to have your therapist notes be seen by the parties? Objection, Your Honor. Why does he keep trying to?
See, as soon as you get started.
Why do you want to see her notes from her therapist?
Again, he asking that question.
He trying to find something. He's trying to find anything he can. You want to give the notes from your therapist? Why would she want y'all to be able to read all the details of what she's going through? Man. I know the judge is probably going to tell Brian, man, you can't keep asking for her notes from her therapist. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I want to know who's next. Who's next to testify? Let's see.
Hey guys, this is court right here. This is what it's like. This is why I say don't do crime. Stay out the way. I don't know, man. If you guys are up there and you're just a witness, the only way I would give my therapist notes is if I was the defendant and I'm trying to defend myself. And I know I said the stuff that was happening. Like, okay, this is what the therapist wrote down. So you can read that. But man, I'm not. Yeah, you're a witness. Do you want to give up your therapist notes? We just want to see what your therapist had to say. So we can see all the effed up things that are going on. Like when you go and talk to your therapist, it's normally not one situation that you're talking about. You're talking about multiple things, especially when you first get in there and then you open up to other things. Now, you might have one thing that you're focusing on, but for the most part, this is your opportunity to talk to somebody about all your troubles. And he's jumping around quick too. Fabulous. Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj. You did this video. What about your TV shows? What movies did you work for? Who did you work for? What about budgeting? none of this is defending anything. This is just basically this is reading off Mia's resume. That's all this is, just reading off the resume. Who did you work for? Why is there a gap in your work period, your work history? Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, yeah, this is tough, guys. Let me see. Mia said, "Ask my therapist." So Brian still is asking her permission to do so. He's also putting it on the record for the appeal. Yeah, but you're not there. No matter what, even with the appeal, there's nothing that can make that. Unless she's telling the therapist that she's going to delete somebody or herself, the therapist cannot tell anybody anything. So even putting that in the appeal, oh, we didn't get to see her medical records. They're going to say, of course you don't get to see that. That's her right.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could be right though. He just putting all of this on the appeal, but other than that, it's not doing anything for him to be found not guilty or innocent. Not guilty or innocent. See, y'all left out guilty on for a reason. Combs' former employee says her entire world was ripped away when when the company shut down. In 2016, in December, she learned that Revolt Films owned business that Diddy had. She was working for at the time will be shutting down. In those text messages, my entire world was being ripped away from me. Immediately, Mia testified, and even in hindsight, that world was awful. I didn't know at the time. Still adds that she wanted to continue working for Combs and his business at the time. She said, I wanted to continue to follow my dreams. I was finally making real stuff, and I had a separation from him.
Yeah, so she still started getting stuff. She started getting jobs after that. So she just figured, look, I don't got to deal with him no more. I'm going to keep it pushing.
So here goes a sketch here. Still at the lectern. The judge. There go Mia there. We got the jurors here. This is like a small courtroom. This state's attorney's over here. So this must be Mark next to Diddy. And then Tina Guerin goes.
Yeah.
And the rest of the lawyers are probably behind.
This is day 12, right?
14.
Oh, 14, I mean. I don't know why I got confused.
Because the first week we did 5 days, and then last week we had 4, and then we had 4.
Because of the holiday.
Yeah. Because they got that Friday, and then they got Monday off. So the second and third week was just 4 days apiece, and then the first week was 5. Where's it at? All right, they're back. Brian Steele, okay. You never called law enforcement, right?
I did not.
You said when you were stopped while speeding in LA, Mr. Combs got you out of it. You remember?
I do.
Did you ever think of calling anonymously?
No.
So there's got to be something in between here with the call. Oh, he's talking about calling the police anonymously.
Mm-hmm. So she had no intentions on telling everything until she got subpoenaed.
Yeah, I mean, I just seen your message. We good.
Oh, I'm already back.
Oh, I was over here looking up music videos, doing all kinds
Yeah, I
of
know. I had went. I said I walked away and came back already. I still gotta walk away again in a minute. I gotta put my clothes in the dryer.
Yeah, see? So this shows that she was never going to turn on Diddy, so it's not about the money.
Nope.
But she just said she was following her dream. She felt I got to deal with this shit for now. I can get my stuff together, and then when I get an opportunity, I can get up out of here.
Yep.
So she was
And
just
I
dealing
won't
with
have
it.
to look back.
Oh man, what we got? It's so slow. CNN ain't even giving us no updates. They got what, like 15, 20 minutes in between theirs.
Yeah.
But even if she called the cops anonymously, they're not going to do no investigation if it's an anonymous phone call. They're just going to look at it. They're going to go over there talking, hey, Mr. Combs, we got a call. We didn't think nothing about it. We just checking up. Is everything all right? And you know him.
Mm-hmm.
He good. Oh, yeah, everything good. Yeah, we just over here. Matter of fact, if you guys want to come in. Oh, no, Mr. Combs, we're on the clock. Oh, well, don't hesitate to stop by.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Former assistant says Cassie wasn't thrilled when she learned Diddy was dating other women. So we're back on this.
Oh.
Defense attorney Brian Steele asked Mia a series of questions about what she knew about Cassie's jealousy of other women. Mia said she didn't recall Cassie having specific jealousy of Kim Porter, who Diddy shared 3 children with. However, Mia said, I'm sure she wasn't thrilled when Cassie learned that Diddy was dating other women behind her back. He presented to her that they were exclusive. Yeah, man. We probably should have been done with this before lunch, man, because we're not asking any questions that are.
It seems like it's gonna be a short day because it's already 2 now. She been on the stand all day and it's stopping and they keep having these sidebars and stuff.
Yeah, and they normally been going till 3, so I doubt they're going to bring up another witness after this because he'll probably take this to 2:30, and then we'll get the redirect, and that'll be the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. And then
Let me see.
he gonna meet with his attorneys and have dinner
Yeah,
because
that's
he
why.
probably
That's really
tired of
what they
eating
should
prison
do.
food.
Yep, that's what they're going to do, man. If we can get it extended to 10 o'clock, so I can have a dinner at least, eat me some regular food. Let me see. All right. When you say Mr. Combs hurt your arm, did you seek medical help?
No, I would not have been allowed.
Did you take photos?
No.
Did you scream?
No, I was shook. I was in shock.
What?
She was in shock. That's what she's saying. Hold on.
You said I'm presenting a circular argument. Mia didn't call the police because she didn't think no one would believe her. But if you don't call the police, how would you know? Well, Mia's already testified multiple times that when the police were called and when she got pulled over, that she said she mentioned Diddy's name and they gave her a warning. Also, just because something happens and you don't, I mean, I agree with you. I always say you got to get things documented, but if she felt like she called the cops, she could also think she could get beat for that. You just seen right here, did you get medical help? She said, no, I would not have been allowed. So if Diddy would have found out that the cops were called, and if they didn't believe, like, you just got to put, I'm not disagreeing with you because, again, all I'm doing is just giving my opinion. I don't care if he's innocent or guilty. All I'm saying is Cassie didn't call the cops. You said that's a speeding ticket. And guess what? Cassie didn't call the cops. But did it happen? Yes. Did the police show up to the house after the Kid Cudi incident? Well, when Kid Cudi got called? Yes. So the cops weren't called when Diddy assaulted Cassie, but we found out that that actually happened. So if you didn't have that footage, you wouldn't have believed it. But the footage showed, and Cassie never called the police. So just because you don't call the police doesn't mean it didn't happen. Because when that video got released, when you saw, matter of fact, Suburbia, shout out to Suburbia Jones. He be on the channel too. This isn't like nothing to him. Suburbia Jones, when you seen the Diddy and Cassie, this is just a yes or a no. Yes, you thought that was just an innocent video, or no, you didn't think that was an innocent video. I just want to see what your thought is on that video. Yes, you thought it was innocent. No, you thought that video was not innocent. And we'll wait for that answer from Suburbia Jones while we pull up Inner City Press, see if they got any updates.
I'm reading the question because I just came back, but she's been working around him, so she would know if he got the police in his pocket. You think? If she's his assistant like that?
Monty said the lawyers are fighting. I mean, we can see that the lawyers are going back and forth, but I mean, that's because Brian Steele's asking all this wild, irrelevant stuff. We got, let me see. All right, we right here, Moochie. Before 5 days, you say you were before the 5 days you say you were awake. Did you ever stay up that long?
Absolutely not.
You testified you would give up all the money if there had not been ex abuse. Any discussion that will make money by testifying?
No.
Yeah, it's just going slow, so I guess we'll see what. I mean, yeah, we're not. I mean, well, that Tisha, she's in the like all I can do is go off of this. You know, I don't want to stream her stuff over here. Like if when she do the shorter videos, I can bring those up. But yeah, I mean, this is all we got. Wrong. So the security guard asked Cass if she wanted them to call the police, and she did, and she said no. Exactly. So what you just said, yours, I'm going. No, we're not doing that. See, I'm reading what you wrote. You said you're using a circular argument. Mia didn't call the police because she didn't think no one would believe her. But if you don't call the police, how would you know? I asked you, were the police called when the Cassie video happened? You just said no. Not security. I'm using yours. The police. Were the police called when those incidents happened? Yes or no? Because if the police weren't called and it was just a witness, then when all of this happened to her, she gets hit in the head with a bucket. There's only witnesses there. When she got a computer thrown at her, when Swiss Beast was there, the police weren't called, but there was a witness. Security is not police. So I'm asking you, was that an innocent video that you seen of Diddy and Cassie? Because your preference is the police being called. If the police ain't called, it didn't happen. But you seen the video of Diddy and Cassie. The police were not called. It was only security who was a witness. When she got hit in the head with a computer thrown at her, there was only a witness there, not police. So you don't need police there to say that something happened. All I'm going off of it, if you would have left police out, then okay, we could have went with what you said. But don't tell me what I'm doing, because I'm using your logic and applying it back to you. So in this instant, you don't need the police to verify if something happened, because guess what? The police were there, but they didn't see Diddy. All they know is that the truck was registered to Bad Boy. But we know because we have witnesses that said Diddy was there. So you don't need the police to confirm that something happened. That's what I'm getting at. Don't try to change what I'm saying, because I know exactly what I'm saying. You don't need the police to confirm that something happened. All you need is witnesses there to confirm that. Just like you said, security, not police, in the Cassie video. So Cassie didn't call the police, but it happened. Mia didn't call the police, but she's up here saying that it happened. So you don't need the police there, is what I was saying. Don't change what I'm trying. Don't change what I'm saying and try to make it fit your narrative, because you're talking police, and police were not there in that damn video. That's what I'm saying. Just to make that clear. Just to make that clear. She didn't scream because she was in shock. Mia says she was never concerned reporting Combs' abuse, even anonymously. Well, she never considered. I said concerned, but that's what we already. She said no when asked if Brian Steele said she considered calling or asking a third-party reporter. She didn't scream because she said she was in shock and she wouldn't have been allowed to get medical help. The jury's taking. Jeez Louise. We're just back on break. Every time we get to something,
they be calling a sidebar.
5 minutes, absolutely not. Any discussion? It's not a thing. Not that long. No, that's not. Hold on. Let me see. So, make it mine by testifying. She said, no, that's not a thing. Your Honor, can I set up those other matters? Judge said we'll break for that. So, we'll see what he's trying to set up.
Okay, so she's off the stand now, right?
Well, I think it just said the jury was on a break. Yeah, jury is taking a short break, but I'm pretty sure she's off because they said they're setting it up. Can I set up those other matters? And then they said we'll reconvene. I really don't know what the hell is going on. This is something that we need somebody in there.
Oh, highlight 209 Mazzy Ken's comment, because she was live during the break. She was live during the break and was saying how bad they were going back and forth. She also said the jury is getting out of control, laughing and passing notes to each other.
Yeah, well, I mean, that shows you what's going on. They're getting restless in there. They're getting restless in there. The 14-minute version of the video showed Cassie still in Diddy's phone. And that's not a whole video because it doesn't have audio. So we don't know what they were fighting over. That's beyond your understanding. First of all, you don't want to go down this path. And we're not.
Oh, go down it. Go down it.
See, yeah, like again,
Why
this
we
is no
still
disrespect to
talking about
Sophia
this?
Jones. Just, huh?
Why are we still talking about this stuff? She done testified, and what they're gonna use, they're gonna use. What they not, they not. Why are we still talking about it?
No, no. He just talking about like because Mia didn't call the police. And my whole argument is Cassie didn't call the police, but it happened.
Right.
So that's all that matters. And then he's talking about Cassie still on the phone, but after still on the phone, she then gets beat and drugged from the elevator lobby into the hallway, which then goes into kidnapping. So whether she stole the phone or not, then you get kidnapping after that. Just because someone steals your phone doesn't mean you can kidnap them. So all that we're talking about is irrelevant to the fact that there was a freak off going on with drugs in the room and Cassie ended up getting beat. And she left, and it wasn't Diddy's phone. That was her phone that she took when she was leaving because she didn't have shoes on. So when Diddy got down there, he chased her while he was in the towel, assaulted her, drug her into the hallway, and then that's when security came up to get her. So it doesn't matter what happened. We seen the video, and that's where we're at. That's what he's on trial for. She's not on trial for taking the phone. He's on
No.
trial for all of this. So I mean, regardless to if the police were called or not, we got footage of Diddy whooping on her and dragging her, impeding her from leaving. So
And apologizing about it too.
and then making a full apology. So everything that we're saying, it doesn't matter because he apologized about it. The defense came up here and in their opening arguments, well, their opening statements were, it's a toxic relationship. Diddy gets drunk and sometimes he hits on her. We already know that, but the police weren't called, but we know that it happened. So that's all I was saying was Mia didn't have to call the police. If she's saying that this happened and there's witnesses of her getting hit in the head with a ice bucket, a computer thrown at her, trying to change clothes, but she gets spaghetti thrown at her. We're here
we
for
talked
Diddy.
about
We're
the
not
ice
here-
bucket Friday.
Yeah, I'm saying we're here for Diddy. We're not here for Cassie calling the police or Mia calling the police.
Yeah, that's what she was subpoenaed. She was forced to come in. The lawsuit set everything off. But this that lawsuit has nothing to do with this case, except for the video of the assault.
Yeah, and then this woman never did anything with Diddy except for try to get the money that was owed to her. She didn't call the police. She didn't tell on anything that he was doing. So what does she have to lie for now? She says she's not suing Diddy. She's not trying to get any money from Diddy except the money that was owed to her. So what would be the point of getting up here and lying about something where we have actual witnesses? If this wouldn't have happened, she wouldn't have thrown Swiss Beats name in there because you can easily get Swiss Beats up here and confirm if that happened or not. There's other people that seen this happen. So, I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out because it's beyond my understanding why she would get on the stand and lie when she doesn't have any financial gain from any of this. Again, I don't care if Diddy is innocent or guilty. CNN says this is entertainment. That's what I'm here for. So don't come on here and try to tell me something that is beyond my understanding when I can fully comprehend, and I have over 60 hours of covering this. So unless you can give me details of everything else that happened, then you're just in here nitpicking little things that you heard. But I read everything from the day that this trial started when they were doing jury selection all the way until right now. I've been doing this every single day for the last month. So I know what I'm talking about and I understand what I'm reading. Because not only do I do that, we go and find out who the people are. We go out and we find the different shows that they're talking about. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not a lawyer. You're not a lawyer. But I think I have a little more expertise in this because I've been doing this for the last 4 weeks, 7 hours a day. So I do understand. And I understand where you're coming from too. But just because the police weren't notified doesn't mean it didn't happen. If your car window gets broken into and you go get it fixed, did you call the police? No, you just went and got it fixed. It doesn't mean it didn't happen. You don't need the police there. But I can tell you, My car window got broken into.
Now it's been a circus.
See? Suburbia Jones said, this case is supposed to be a RICO case. All I'm hearing is domestic violence.
You keep saying that, but that's not what it is. He not paying attention to the other things that's happening and connecting the dots. You connected the dots last week, proving that it was a RICO case. Mo, you don't gotta say nothing. I got this.
Suburbia
it was
Jones.
proven last week.
Suburbia Jones, right now, what do you know about Cassie's mother? I'll give you an easy one. What do you know about Cassie's mother in this whole situation? What you know about Cassie's mother, so we can talk about the RICO? What you know about the pink cocaine that was found at Diddy's house? What you know about the meth that was found at Diddy's house? What you know about the serial numbers that were scratched off 2 AR-15s at Diddy's house? What you know about those? What you know about the escorts that have already testified that they went to multiple states and were paid by Diddy? What you know about them getting paid to have sex with Cassie, which is sex trafficking, because you can't pay someone to sleep with somebody else? What you know about those 5? Oh, that's right. These crimes, they all fall up under the RICO. So they are proven the RICO, and they're also proven the 2 charges of ex trafficking and the 2 charges of transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, upon the RICO charge, I asked you about Cassie's mother. Well, Miss Regina got an email from the bad boy accountant after Diddy called and said, hey, you need to send me $20,000 or I'm releasing sex tapes of Cassie. Then we have an actual wire transfer from Regina to Bad Boy Records of $20,000, which falls up under extortion. So when they're proving the RICO, if you haven't been in here listening, all you're looking at is that 14-minute video with the security guard. But there's more charges that they've been going over every single day. There's been multiple people up here saying that Diddy, we will buy drugs for Diddy with our money in Bad Boy Records. The enterprise would reimburse them. Then Diddy would hand the drugs out during the free call. That's distribution. So all of the charges are being proven, but all you're listening to is the fight night part. But all that's showing is that there's intimidation and there's force. Also, with Mia on the stand, she sued Diddy for $10 million. Why? Because she was not getting the money she was owed. She ended up selling them for $400,000 and only got paid $200,000. Last week, Capricorn Clark got on the stand, and Bad Boy Records said that she was owed $80,000 in overtime wages that she was never paid. That falls up under forced labor, up under the RICO, that the enterprise is Bad Boy Records that is owned by Diddy. So when you say you haven't heard nothing but DV, that's because you aren't here listening to the actual case. You're just in here looking at the fight night video thinking that's all there is, but that's not it. Also, Capricorn Clark said she was in the vehicle when Diddy went to Kid Cudi's house. She had to call Cassie. The only way Diddy would let her out the truck is if Cassie came. If you keep somebody in a vehicle against their will, that's kidnapping. Kidnapping falls up under the RICO. So when you say you haven't heard nothing but DV, that's because you got your ears closed and your mouth open, breathing through your mouth and not through your nose. Listen, and we will tell you what is going on in the courtroom today. Maybe that's beyond your understanding, but we went over this. Matter of fact, let me have a real lawyer that's dealing with a RICO right now tell you exactly what's going on, because you came and tried to test me on my channel and wanted to keep that going. So let's keep it going.
You know, he had these freak offs, and he admits to having these freak offs. You know, I mean, you can have them. You can have freak offs. They're not illegal, but it is illegal to pay somebody to have sex with another person. That's prostitution. That's illegal. And it becomes federal if you have them come in from Philadelphia to New York, and that becomes transportation for the purpose of the Sex Act. You know, that's commercial sex trafficking. And then it becomes even worse when you have a pattern of this activity, which we have that because we have more than one, and we have this non-consensual pattern of activity. So that's the whole RICO. That's the whole sex trafficking. That's the transportation across state lines. Those are the 3 charges that he's dealing with. This case will probably be wrapped up next week, I'm guessing. You know, federal court goes a lot quicker than state court. Remember the OJ case that lasted like 6 or more months. It was insane how long that lasted. Never would happen in federal court, ever. Federal court would tell you, you got 3 weeks to try this case. See you later. I'm in one right now. I'm in a federal RICO case.
And this is Bruce Rivers, the criminal lawyer. He is a board certified lawyer. So when you fuck up, you got to go to the board. You go see Bruce Rivers. So I think he just clearly explained where the RICO and all of these charges are coming from. And he didn't even mention none of the DV that you're talking about, the only thing you're hearing. So I'm always open for a discussion. It's all love. But if you want to debate with me, you better be prepared. You better be prepared, because I'm gonna know what I'm talking about. And I can remember almost everything that people are saying because this is what I'm covering right now. But after this case, I'll forget all of this shit. What up, Miss Jaylyn? Nah, Suburbia cool. I think the first time I seen Suburbia Jones comment was like on a BMF video. But I know Suburbia Jones. I don't know him, but let me see. Like, we'll break. Yeah, you know, I don't care. I mean, shoot, as long as you ain't here commenting, you know, they on Moochie channel, but shout out to Suburbia Jones. You know, I don't care, but we trying to find something entertaining. I mean, we don't have anything today. This has really been
It's been kind of slow today.
We'll reconvene.
I wonder if Farnsworth Bentley is coming next, or is he going to be one of the other ones to testify too? Because they have him with a lawsuit also.
Who? Farnsworth Bentley?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Suburbia is Diddy lawyer. He wants to defend Diddy. I sent the video, Moochie. Okay, I'm looking. So it's Cassie's mom's testimony.
Jason Wiley. Oh man, y'all know Usher ain't. Man, Usher is on tour. Usher is not about to be playing around with this shit. Usher ain't gonna have nothing to do with this.
Right now to this story, jurors will hear more witnesses today in that racketeering and sex trafficking trial against Sean Diddy Combs. Yesterday, Regina Ventura, the mother of Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, took the stand, and she testified that Combs demanded she give him $20,000 or he would release explicit images of her daughter.
And that's it right there.
She ended up having to take out a home equity loan. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman was in the courthouse watching these proceedings. She joins us now from outside the federal court.
That she felt physically sick when this happened. She had gotten a message from her daughter Cassie saying that Combs was threatening to release explicit sex tapes of her and also potentially threatening to hurt her and Scott Mescudi, also known as Kid Cudi. He's a rapper who we are expecting to testify today.
Sketty. All right, I'm bring yours up, Moochie. Hold on.
That's the video that's the video he sent me to share.
All right, I'm gonna bring your screen up. I gotta remove mine. Hold on.
Okay, and we're reacting to this.
All right, there you go.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, you good. I think you got to unmute it on the video. Maybe there you go.
And Cassie Ventura's mom is testifying against Diddy. And she is about to be testifying about Diddy telling her that he needed repaid when Cassie Ventura got with Kid Cudi. And then Cassie's mom would take out a $20,000 loan and send it to Diddy, but Diddy is claiming that he sent it back. The government calls Regina Ventura to the stand. Where do you live? New London, Connecticut. How many children do you have? 2. Roderick and Cassandra. Who is this? Sean Combs. He dated my daughter. When did you first meet Sean Combs? In 2006. My daughter signed with his Bad Boy Records and he was her boss. They started dating and then they moved to LA. Read this message from December 2011. Cassie wrote to me and said, Sean Combs threatened to release a tape and go after her and Kid Cudi. And here's the email that Cassie Ventura sent to her mother on December 23rd of 2011. She said, the threats that have been made towards me by Sean Puppy Combs are that he is going to release 2 explicit tapes of me, one on Christmas Day and maybe before or right after, and another one sometime soon after that. He also said that he will be having someone hurt me and Kid Cudi physically. He made it a point that it wouldn't be by his hands. He actually said he'd be out of the country when it happened. How did you react? It made me sick. Sean demanded $20,000 and he said to recoup his losses due to Kid Cudi. Why did you take a loan to pay Sean Combs? For the safety of my daughter. Look in the binder next to you. These are photos that I took of my daughter's bruises from Sean Combs. Do you know Mia? And remember, Mia is one of Diddy's victims who used to work as an assistant for Diddy back in the day. Cassie's mom then says she was an employee of Sean Combs. What happened? We were in his kitchen. Sean asked her why she was laughing. She stopped and she looked plain. Now to August 2016, and we are done with the binder. While in LA, did you call the police? Yes. Sean Combs stole Cassie's phone. They had a bitter argument outside her apartment building. She lived on the 17th floor. They argued at the roundabout.
Okay.
Who else was there?
We don't need to hear no more
D-Rock?
because
Is Damon
she's
Butler
saying
his
this-
government name?
She's saying the same thing that you just reported in the news report you showed. So she's that's extortion, blackmail, right?
Yeah, I mean that's everything.
I don't know how he hears it. That is the video you sent to me. That's the last thing you sent to me.
They're done cross-examining. All right, so we're probably about to be done. This is probably about to be it anyway. I mean, it's all good. I mean, it doesn't matter. I was just proving a point. The only reason I had to prove a point is because he said it's beyond my understanding when everything that they're saying I covered already. I already knew that. All right, so it looks like they're done cross, and then we're going to the redirect. Reconvene, they're back. Nothing further. Member of the jury, do not consider any of the testimony about this witness communication with a therapist. Mia was posting the social media part of your job. Okay, so they're on the redirect now. Oh shit, I gotta pull yours and put my. All right. So basically, everything that Brian still kept asking about the therapist, the judge said disregard all of that. Like, you're not getting any information from a therapist about her personal stuff. So that's canceled. Mia was posted on your social media part of your job. She said, yeah. As part of that, did you post on your personal Instagram account too? Yes.
Yes.
What did Mr. Combs do? Oh, my bad. What did Mr. Combs do if he thought you were not doing your job?
I'd be yelled at and humiliated.
Did other employees also post on Mr. Combs' birthday?
Yes.
The birthday video, was it for Club Diddy?
Yes.
Did Mr. Combs co-own the water you were drinking? And did you say Revolt, the project you worked on at the end?
Yes.
You posted about the good, not bad times?
Yes.
So she's going down. She's hitting every single thing that Brian Steele's bringing up. She's just going through them quickly. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah,
See,
Cassie
Diddy be
emailed
getting-
her mother, not Diddy. And what did the rest of the thing say? Bad Boy Records emailed the mom, not Cassie emailed the mom with the way how to wire Bad Boy Records. Bad Boy Records emailed with instructions, step by step, to the mother on how to wire the money to Bad Boy Records. Not Cassie sending the email, Bad Boy Records, the enterprise. So when you say this stuff, please give all the context behind it. Cassie emailed saying that Diddy was going to do this. And Bad Boy Records sent the follow-up email telling Cassie's mom how to wire the money. Cassie's mom then went and got a home equity loan for $20,000 because they didn't have $20,000 laying around and wired it to Bad Boy.
And
But
there's
then
the
the money got
connection.
back. That
There's
was
the
just Diddy
connection.
fucking with them. That was Diddy putting stress and pressure on them. But they sent it back. But that doesn't negate the fact that Bad Boy Records contacted the mother with Cassie don't own Bad Boy. Cassie don't make calls that Bad Boy needs to get wiring from other people. Diddy does that. So that's where that comes from. And it's a racketeering, corrupt enterprise. So that's where that RICO comes from. But hey, it is what it is, Suburbia. Hey, you can keep defending them, but like I say, I don't take that personal or anything. That's how you feel, then that's how you feel. You can always go up to the Southern District of New York. They are paying niggas $20 an hour to go put on free puff shirts. If you really feel that type of way, you can go make some money off of your stance. I have my stance. We're on the prosecution side now, so we'll be addressing it from that angle. When the defense is up here, people will tell you I'm not biased. When the defense is up, I'm on the defensive side. When the prosecution is up, I'm on the prosecution side. I don't care if he's innocent or guilty. This is entertainment purposes. But don't try to debate with me, because everything you're saying, I'm giving you the rest of the context clues to fill in the blanks, and I'm giving you the facts that came from the actual courthouse. I'm not sending videos from other people because I actually read what was going on in the court. Let me see. But keep bringing them on, because people are enjoying our back and forth. Like I said, it's nothing against you. Just keep bringing them on, and I'll give you the rest of the information. So if you aren't too fond of what was really going on, you say something, I'll give you the rest of the information. Personal count. But that's good. We need more interactions like that, man. You're getting the heart rate up. Oh, screen to come bleach. All right, the ex-assistant says she would be screamed at if Diddy believed she wasn't doing a job. Mia confirmed that promoting the events and projects in those posts were part of her job. They asked Mia what would Diddy do? That's crazy. What would Diddy do when he thought she wasn't doing her job? I would be screamed at, humiliated, made fun of, and my job would be threatened. Mia confirmed that posting on Combs' birthday was a part of her job, and if she didn't do it, then she would have been in trouble. Yeah, so I mean, I wonder what else they gonna hit on. The birthday video, woman. All right, here we go. Why did you want to make the person who abused you happy?
When he was happy, I was safe. Ooh, I gotta put my glasses back on. Hold on.
I was about to get the gavel and tell you.
Yeah, I gotta put my glasses back on.
You keep the glasses on when you're in the courthouse.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, my bad. I ain't tell you he was back. That's on the
Yeah,
judge.
you
That's on
ain't
the
say we
judge.
was back. I ain't get my
I,
cue.
I take that one. I didn't tell you. The judge didn't say
You
we was
just
back.
scroll.
All right, we
I
got
didn't know you was gonna start. You usually make an announcement when you like, oh, here's a new one. You ain't do that. You caught me off guard.
my bad, man. You know the judge. I got distracted. You know, I was over here playing. I was playing the golf trip, but you know how that go. All right.
Let me put
All
my
right, we'll
Mia
start that over.
glasses on.
All right, we'll start that over. Why did you want to make the person who abused you happy?
When he was happy, I was safe.
You were worried about your physical safety?
Yes, I've been abused by Puff before. I knew his wrath.
Did you engage a pro bono lawyer?
Yes.
Mm. So when he was asking why'd you need a lawyer, she got a free lawyer. This isn't even a lawyer that was looking to get paid because she said, I'm not trying to sue Diddy. So everything that Brian Steele was going on, they going at it. They going at it directly too. So she had a pro bono lawyer. All right, we good. Here we go. Why did you meet with the government so much?
So my story could be understood.
Let me get into character. Why were you terrified?
Of Puff and the repercussions.
Did the government tell you what to say?
Only to tell the truth.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
So help me God?
Yes.
So is it true that you had a TV show that Diddy took from up under you?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor. We don't know what me is doing on that stand, right? We don't know if she got her glasses on or not, but she's not reading the script. Objection, Your Honor. She's making stuff up on the stand right now, Your Honor. Mia?
I was just being dramatic. I'm sorry.
Nah, Mia, stick to the script. Damn, hey, so I like this is what we were talking about though. Everything that Brian Steele went at where he was long-winded, she's attacking him directly though. All right, we back. How do you feel about public speaking?
Terrified.
Can you explain that, given that you've been in comedy?
I had permission for that.
Who'd you have permission from?
There ain't no question there saying that.
You stick to the script, Mia.
What
You didn't say you had.
Look, last time you said I went off script.
You said, I said, can you explain that given you've been in comedy? You said I had permission for that. Hey, who'd you have permission from? You just said I had permission. You got to say Puff so the jury know that Puff gave you permission.
I had
Come
permission.
on. We don't. You helping Suburbia Jones out right now.
Look, I did have permission from Puff. I ain't see that there. Hold on. Let me bring this thing closer.
You lower that temper up there, Mia. You don't yell at the court. We're asking the questions around here.
Okay.
Mia over here doing her own thing.
I need to open my Twitter back up because I can't see.
All right, so you have permission. Any comparison to testifying about Mr. Combs actually assaulting you here?
Where you see that at?
Right here, Moochie.
Okay, there we go. None. Okay, now
hey, you and I don't need to be on nobody's stand.
All right, I'm not gonna have an attitude. I'm not gonna be a hostile witness.
She said, "Where? I ain't see that." Where?
Okay.
Boy, the judge, boy, I don't know. They might have to lock you up overnight, Mia, to cool off. Oh my goodness! All right, let's see if we got anything else. See, my eyes are starting to water up. All right, this is how we know it's a good live.
Here go one, right? Why you that one?
Yeah, here we go. Why are you here today?
If not, I couldn't look at my goddaughters in the eye. I advised them what to do in this situation.
Judge, Mr. Steele, any recross? No, sir. Mia, you may go unless you want to stay. What?
No, I don't
What?
want to stay. Shit.
Oh, man.
She probably
So
ran off
the
the
state they
stand.
went through, I guess we're done for the. I don't know. They might try to squeeze another witness into this last 15
It's
minutes, but
2:43. You think somebody else is coming? The way they kept stopping and going this
shit, I'm
today?
sure this judge been having them lined up. I don't know. They didn't. I'm trying to
Well,
think because they only
you still
listed
got your
last
Twitter
week
up,
the
right?
4 people that were. Yeah, I still got it up. Well, he gave another update or something.
No, that's what because I don't have it. So let me see if anybody else is if they coming out the courthouse now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Let me see. We got an update over here. She just knew his power and his wrath. So it says the former assistant says she feared for her physical safety with Diddy. I just knew his power. Oh, well, let me see what this update is.
What update?
She said she'd have been fired immediately if she reported abuse. But also, Capricorn Clark and Mia both said they talked to Christina Corum about Diddy assaulting Cassie. So it was getting reported, just nothing happened. And remember, she temporarily got suspended, or I think that was Capricorn Clark that temporarily got fired.
That's KK. That's next. Christina
They said
Corum.
Someone said she's up next.
If you listening, I'm not saying like directly next, but I'm saying those are one of the people that's gonna be called next.
Yeah, she's gonna have to testify and say what she know, because if not, she can get tied up in all of this. Let me see. So live updates. So here it goes. She didn't notify the police, but she did notify HR. When prosecutor Madison asked her about speaking to human resources, Mia referenced a former employee who she said was fired after reporting that that he abused Combs' former girlfriend, Cassie. Human resources only punished me unjustly. Also fired Kayla for even discussing Cassie's abuse. They wouldn't have believed me, and I would have been fired immediately. She asked Mia what she worried what would happen if she disclosed that Combs actually assaulted her, that I wouldn't be believed and I would be wiped out. I would be abused, fired, and somehow made out to look like I was a crazy person. Now, if you remember last week when Capricorn Clark, they tried to get her to testify that Mia attacked her. Mia wraps up testimony. Yeah, so it's not saying that it's over. They might bring somebody up and just I don't think they should, but hey man, it's his courtroom.
If they
We'll
put
see.
people up and they briefed them already, then they probably are gonna start something off.
All right, here we go. Next witness. The government calls Sylvia Oaken.
Sylvia
Oaken. Oh, so she works at the Beverly Hills Hotel. All
right. I'll do her voice.
All right. Where do you work?
The Beverly Hills Hotel for 17 years. I'm the director of sales and marketing.
How do reservations work?
A system called Opera.
Damn, so they ain't playing around. They literally are. If it's 15 minutes, he's making them go 15 minutes. So she's probably gonna be real quick. What they're probably gonna do with this booking is probably, did Bad Boy ever pay for anything? Did Diddy ever come in under an alias? Because we had the other hotel manager testify that the rooms were funky. They had to spray extra shit and light candles in the hallways, excessive oil.
And excretions. Mm.
All right, so let's see if she got a LinkedIn. Let's see what she be doing. Dorchester Collection, Los Angeles Metropolitan.
Oh, there she go.
Let's see if she's still at the Beverly Hills. Happy 113th birthday to the Beverly Hills Hotel, to our loyal guests and neighbors. Also, yeah, I think she's still there. Hospitality accountant certificate from Cornell. I ain't gonna log in today. Don't need y'all to see my damn LinkedIn. I'm like, damn, this
No.
dude's kind of professional. All right, so we're waiting to see what Beverly Hills got to say. Did they tear up? Did they tear up Beverly Hills Hotel?
Probably
Pretty
all
sure
the
they did.
Look.
Yeah, I don't think they knew what. I don't know if they knew what checking out the hotel on time was. They didn't respect none of that.
17 years. So they probably do got like a file or something on him when he come.
Yeah, because the other hotel they did. I think that was the Intercontinental that they said that they had the. Oh no, shit, I don't know. They didn't say which hotel he. Well, I was gone. I went to Rome when the hotel manager was up there.
All right, I made my screen small again. So if it comes up, I gotta switch it back to
I'll let
big
you
so I won't have that problem.
Yeah, so she said she was there for 17 years, and they were using a system called the Opera system. Management solution, hotelers orchestrated many facets of the business. Oh yeah, so it's gonna have. This is what it looks like over here. The system. Oh, it ain't gonna
Yeah,
make
they
any
probably got a
bigger.
whole bunch of notes on him.
Hey, for
Like you
real.
go to the file and be like notes on him. I'm
Yeah,
telling
you
you,
got the name,
man.
the address,
Heck yeah,
the
they probably
name,
be
the
like,
room number. Yeah, they got housekeeping. Oh, they got a reports button right here. Search, advanced, clear, reports, housekeeping, quick keys.
hold on,
Oh
let
yeah,
me
it's
make
probably
it
gonna
bigger
have
because I can't
everything.
see nothing.
Yeah, it's smaller. I tried to zoom in on it, but it wouldn't. Yeah, this looks like it's just built into the screen, so I can't even.
Yeah, nah, you can't make it bigger because it's just like the whole page. But I'm looking, I made my screen bigger. I made my screen bigger.
It's purged. Some data is purged daily, while others might be purged monthly or at a specific period. So if they flew her up here, they gotta have some kind of records or something on the something on like a profile. Beverly Hills Hotel employee prosecutes his next witness. She's a custodial. Custodial witness. Well, that's what we seen on her thing. She just got the hospitality cert. She's a custodial witness for hotel records being admitted as evidence. All right. So anything that was found in hotels, she was there.
How many times he probably paid extra money just to make stuff disappear in there
Mia
and
said
keep
she was
it
one
on
of the
the
people that
hush?
They were getting whole rooms redone. So 10,000, 5,000, it depends.
I wonder how many times they had to do all of that. They probably had to paint the room because there was so much baby oil handprints on the wall. Where like they got to tear up the rug too to this room, coming in there cleaning up.
See if there's some hardwood up under there.
Then you gotta worry about stuff like that. If you gotta come in and have people clean, if it's hardwood floors, because remember it was bodily fluids. So if you got a rug, you gotta have that whole rug shampoo if it was number 2 on it.
True. And remember, this is about 17. So this version here is from May 31st, 17. So this is what it looks like on the inside of the opera system, people. Just so we can get an understanding of what they're talking about. Now, I don't know. She might be putting information in here. You got blocks, profiles, registration cards, wait lists. I'm trying to see if they got like a note section. So there's all the information here. More fields, stats, and info. I wonder what falls up under the stats.
Well, Eric, they banned them rock bands back in the day when they used to trash the hotel rooms. So he probably could be banned from some hotels.
Yeah. And then they got all these over here, create a new profile. I just wanted to see what the system looked like, just so we can know what they talking about. Even though this probably ain't got nothing to do with anything. She might just be putting notes in here, but
that's what I'm saying. Like room 515, this suite was destroyed where we had to put a new rug in. They gotta make a list of the expenses that they use if they had to do those rooms over.
Yeah. Drugs found
no way around that, and then they charge it to him. Last time they said some of the rooms was already tacking on $1,000 just because they know he gonna rent this room and it's gonna be jacked up when he leave.
That's crazy. I'll be complaining about the 200 they take off my car. You put an extra 1,000 on there.
Oh, heavens no! You better get a daggone tent or something or sleep in your car.
Look, here we go, guys. Here goes the individual profile, individual notes. So you can do background notes, central comments, general notes, property notes.
There you go. Yeah. Like you go in the background notes, it's probably like a novel in there.
Yeah, the background notes is crazy.
We found a numerous of toys, lubricants.
Look right here. Guest always travels with their dog. Frank White. Guest always use baby oil. Guest always leave room stinking.
See, look. We gonna see what's on there now.
Oh man. I mean, we already know what's on these free calls. So I don't know if it can get it could get worse. We're gonna see. Let's get back over to the updates.
And they probably left. Remember when he had the pool in the room? In the hotel room?
Yeah, he had to blow a pool in there.
Yes.
Man,
so he probably he probably just leave it right there. You think he wrapping that stuff up and taking it out of the room?
Nah, because Mia and Capricorn Clark both said their job was just to go in there to make sure that they didn't leave anything. But
so then I guess they would be taking that stuff then.
So here goes the notes from the first hotel. These are the notes that were put on the on Diddy's hotel profile. The jury just notes associated. I guess the jury gets notes associated with the hotel profile associated with Diddy. This includes please monitor outside his room, down the hall, spray air freshener, always spills candle wax on everything, uses excessive amounts of oil, place the room out of order upon departure for deep cleaning. Please authorize an extra $1,000 when this guest stays to cover any room damages.
So that means when they doing them deep cleanings, they sanitizing that room.
Man, sanding the wall.
I'm just saying, from when I was a cleaner and when I worked for transit in the subway, that's what we used to call heavy duty cleaning. Where you cleaning up places.
Yeah, this is crazy that this is the hotel notes. Now, this is what the manager put on there. We don't know what the cleaning people, what their notes were or what she's about to say.
Oh, could you imagine getting that room?
Yeah, and like when you think about it, you think maybe it's like the cheaper hotels. Nah, the top of the top, creme de la creme. The creme de la creme become daddy come. Pause. But we in the courthouse. There ain't no pauses needed because you wouldn't say pause to the judge. All right, so we're looking. Still ain't got no other updates. This is just where we're at. Yeah, these hotel rooms are filthy, disgusting.
Make the stink face when you see
it. Yeah, see, I got respect for it because my mother used to do hospitality. So for me, even when I'm leaving, I try not to leave the room junky. I try to make sure everything's put in the trash can. Even though, I pull the bed and everything back up. Like, well, I pull the stuff down so it'll be towards the end because they got to wash all of it. But yeah, man, don't be leaving these hotel rooms messy, man. Collect your trash, put it together, man. Don't just be leaving stuff all around. And if you are using protection, which you should be, man, throw that stuff away, man. Don't leave that in there for these people, man. Yes, my mother used to do this. This is before, this is back when we were living in the hood. Me, her, and my older sister. But yeah, man, don't do them people like that. Custodial witness. So she may have been the head of in charge of the hospitality. Yeah, we're just waiting on updates, guys. This is day 13. No, it's actually day 14. I apologize. Day 14 of the Diddy trial. Again, I'm not. I don't know what Moochie's stance is, but I'm not here defending or against Diddy. All I'm doing is reading this and giving my opinion. Of course, I do got this judge attire on because, I'm trying to be unbiased. And when the prosecution is up, I look at it from their lens and give my opinion. And the defense, how I wanted the defense to attack and like actually ask questions to try to defend. I don't want to just hear what music did she make. That's not a defense to me. But who am I? Who am I? PD Pie motherfucker. She put that sugar on my drum. Good day, Moochie. You did good on the stand. You're a little nervous, a little shaky, but you're getting that confidence up there. You might have a career up here taking the stand. Let me see. Last update here. Jury sees hotel record. All right. Jury sees hotel record that lists Cassie as an accompanied guest on Combs' reservation. Uh-oh. So Diddy was booking, not Cassie.
There you
Diddy
go.
was booking. Let me read this. Sylvia Oken, the director of sales and marketing at the Beverly Hills Hotel, says she recalls some reservations made for Sean Diddy Combs under the alias of Frank Black. The jury also saw a hotel record that showed Cassie was listed as an accompanying guest on the reservation. She had full access to the reservation and could charge things to the room. So Diddy, aka Bad Boy, was paying for the hotels that Cassie was staying in. She just had full access. So now we're understanding how these freak calls were getting set up. Now, I don't know if they're going to ask anything else from her because this just looks like everything that they've been going through. They've probably been showing the binders to show all the reservations. All right, here we go. We back, Moochie. Let me make sure.
Okay. Putting
Yeah,
on
we
my
back.
glasses now.
Are you okay, Miss Oken? Miss Oken.
Wait, where?
I'm asking you, are you ready to go, Miss Oken? Are your
Yes,
glasses
I'm
on?
okay. I was looking for that line. You can't do that
And
now.
when you come to a courthouse, if you wear glasses, have your glasses on.
They're on. Look, they're on.
All right. How was this paid for?
It's to T Fletcher at Bad Boy, paid by Amex of Sean Combs.
Now, T Fletcher is the guy, Tony Fletcher. We looked him up last week. So that's who T Fletcher is. So read that again.
It's to T Fletcher at Bad Boy, paid by Amex of Sean Combs.
Hotel rooms being booked by Diddy's card. What's this?
The folio or bill from room 259.
What's this?
A $500 charge for oil damage. Oil.
Damn, $500. Like $500 worth of oil damage. That really means you had to have like the beds were drenched, the carpet had. This might be the one with the swimming pool in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because 500, like if you spilled like a bottle of baby oil somewhere, all right, you can wipe that up. But this had to be so much damage for $500. That's a huge ass damage bill. Now, this is just showing that the freak offs were happening. Now, again, it's not illegal to have freak offs, but this might be building up. Maybe they found the $500 for oil damage. And if they say that they found some drugs or something in there, like on the countertop or
residue,
see what I'm saying?
Like pink dust.
Yeah, like we found the pink powder on the nightstand.
2C.
Oh man, I wonder where this is going. But this is Diddy baby oil. Hotel room was stocked with baby oil, ketamine. That's when he was arrested. We're not looking at when he was arrested. We're looking for. We're trying to, because they didn't mention the swimming pool. They just said that they had to get in the swimming pool.
That's probably the hotel room.
Yeah, for $500 in damage, that has to be the swimming pool hotel. Incident: she and Combs asked to get in the baby pool and outside the hotel room. Yeah, they never said what hotel it was though.
And this is the defense that's bringing up the room number and all of that stuff.
No, this is the state.
Oh, okay.
This is the state showing that all of this happening and proving that.
What kind of rebuttal
remember they were
questions
saying,
you gonna
Cassie,
have
where
for
you
this?
booked it? I don't know who's even going to do the cross. They might have a woman do it, but I guess I guess they could say, were all the rooms booked under Diddy? You know, did you have any of her booking? Again, the baby oil isn't a crime, so we got to. I don't know what they're gonna ask until, because we got the damages, but the damages aren't proving anything. That's just proving that freak offs took place. But again, free calls are not illegal. So everybody that think I'm over here going against them, they're not illegal. We just want to know. All right. So I mean, what else have we got? Because it's 3:00. Well, they might be going. Let's see. Jury sees the hotel receipts, including $500 charge for oil damage. We just covered that. Okay. Oh, wow. Another bill included a $300 charge for cleaning drapes and a fee for going out and picking up 5 candles for Diddy. So this fool had them picking up candles. How the hell did the drapes get a $300 charge? The jury is dismissed for the day. The Beverly Hills employee is off the stand. The defense team briefly cross-examined her, and the prosecution didn't have any other questions. Oh, so they knocked it all out. So it wasn't really nothing. I guess they were just showing how much the damages were. But there's a $300 fee for damages to the drapes, for cleaning the drapes. So that means they were just spraying baby oil. They were popping damn baby oil bottles like champagne in there. How the hell is
what the heck was they wrapping their body in the curtains or something?
Yeah, like you get done, you go hide behind the curtain or something. What the hell? they in there doing the free call like this. How the hell the drapes get damaged?
Look,
like,
grab the baby oil off the nightstand and come on.
Yeah. And then they said it was getting so funky in there. They had to go pick up candles for this. They're like, nigga, we're not picking up no candles for you. Man, they probably had the drapes. They probably took the drapes down, and Diddy was on one side of the drapes, and then the Punisher was on the other side of the drapes, and they had that swimming pool over there, and they had Cassie in the drapes.
And then you had him and the escort making number 1.
Oh man, this is wild, man.
You got all of that going on, all them fluids.
Dog, I'm telling you, they had Cassie in the drapes talking about 1, 2. After they tossed Cassie, Diddy talking about, ooh, my turn. Hey, man, this is some stupid shit, man. The prosecution just bringing up shit. Like, this wasn't, like, to be honest, this wasn't necessary. We already know that these niggas is wild. But this is crazy to hear, like, a $300 cleaning for the drapes. I know the cleaning crew was like, man, we ain't never cleaned the drapes. We got to get a steamer or something for this? We got to take them down and wash them? Diddy talking about, yep, hey, boy, I'm next. All right, Cassie, I'm next. Get out the way. I wonder if all these charges. Also, all of this is from May 2015. So $500 charge for the oil damage, $300 for the drapes. That's $800, and then a fee for going to pick up the candles. Oh man, let's just say candles were $5 a candle, and they picked up 5 for $25. I'm charging this nigga $200.
They was picking up them Glade candles. You know, the ones that be like in the little glass ball.
Yeah, and then they said they had some with no names on it. They were just like the little cheap white ones you get from the dollar store.
They probably look. If you know he coming once a month, you have that on deck where you gonna charge him extra anyway, and then it might be any old regular schmo Joe, and then you charge him too.
Shoot, I'm charging him for the candles. I'm charging him for the go pick it up expense. And
Heck
then you know when you
yeah.
booking
Even though
what's
I
it?
already got it on deck, I'm still gonna
Hey,
charge him
for
for the
real.
wood.
Man, I wonder what the defense said. I mean, it's probably nothing. It probably was it real damaged or anything, like, you know what I
I
mean?
want to know
It
if
don't
there's
seem
any
like it.
pictures. Do they take pictures of the room when it's damaged like that? Where you see handprints and
Probably.
whatever the other cases may be. Remember, that thing has secret compartments in that program that you showed us.
Oh, in the opera.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're done for the day, so we just got some free time. If any of y'all want to come up, you got time, Moochie?
Yeah, I got some.
I got like 10 minutes. If anybody want to come up, we're gonna drop the link. You can say what you gotta say. Man, don't come up here like acting a damn fool. Only I can act a fool. But man, yeah, if you want to come up and say what you gotta say, what you think about the case, Moochie and I are here. I got like 10, 15 minutes. I'm not debating this time, guys. Give me a day and we'll do like a debate. But yeah, man, if you want to come up and you just want to say what you got to say, whether it's for or against, I don't care. But hey, man, come on up, hit that link. Me and Moochie are here. Let me see what else we got from here. Inner City Press. Does he got a list of who the witnesses are coming up? Okay, next we got Eddie Garcia for an hour and a half. Then we think the video expert, Witness Jane. Witness Jane will be testifying. Witness Jane will be having an international flight. So we're trying to get her on the stand before. All right. Witness Jane will be having it. Well, no, that's Jan. Jane. Yeah, we got Eddie Garcia. I don't know who the hell Eddie Garcia is. It is Jane. Witness Jane will be having an international flight. So we'll try to get her on before. Until tomorrow. All right. All right. So yeah, we got two witnesses tomorrow. Eddie Garcia, an hour and a half, and then we'll have the cross. So that'll put us at what, 9:30, 10:30. And then they'll probably get their hour and a half, which will take us to lunch, redirect after lunch, and then witness Jane. But they said she has a. Well, nah, is this like Moochie? What you thinking? Is this because we got a Jane Doe. You think this is her? Witness Jane?
Ooh, Edie Garcia for an hour and a half. Then we think the video expert witness Jane will be having an international flight. So we'll try to get her on before. So now you got two more people coming.
Yeah, so we got Edie for an hour and a half. See, so I don't know if this is the video expert. Is that another person? And then witness Jane is another one? Because you would say
yes, it's the video witness expert is Jane. I guess the Jane Doe.
Oh,
Edie Garcia for an hour and a half. So she must be the expert. Edie Garcia.
well, I don't know, because it says Edie Garcia for an hour and a half, period. Then we think the video expert.
Oh, so then that's 3 people.
Yeah, that's 3 people. We got a video expert. We got witness Jane, because the video expert isn't a witness. And then we got Edie Garcia. So I guess they're going to try to get witness Jane up first because they have the international flight. So Jane Doe, the one that we said wasn't testifying, I guess this is her. Wow. We said the feds ain't gonna let you get out of this. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do. So if this is a Jane Doe, well, it looks like it might get interesting. I don't know what the video expert must be over the video that we all seen to say that it wasn't cut up or anything was edited, because there is like a 14-16 minute video, longer than the 1 minute video, a minute and a half that we seen. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But we'll
Yep.
be here tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get on earlier, guys. I was working today. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was working today, came home. It is what it is. Well, I guess everybody's getting off work, so they probably ain't gonna be able to join. But Moochie, what do you have coming up for your channel? Make sure you guys go subscribe to Moochie's channel. What you got?
So Godfather of Harlem is next, and I believe I am gonna be doing we're gonna be talking about The Shy, probably doing a trailer breakdown and seeing how that's going.
What
And
episode
don't
is that?
forget BMF comes out this week, y'all. So we will have a first reaction on Friday at 1:15 a.m.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it though, because if we got the court cases, I'm not trying to do 6-7 hours of this and then do a lot. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to Moochella's channel. The hammer and the gavel. We linked up. Y'all never thought we out here.
No, well, look, we did the other thing before when you and Brillo had the debate. Remember, I was the judge.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, we got BMF this weekend. I will be covering this trial the whole time. I put pause on everything else to cover this. Hopefully, we're giving you good coverage. Today was a little slow, so I couldn't really entertain. And again, I'm not trying to be biased or anything. If he's innocent, he's innocent. If he's guilty, he's guilty. All I'm doing is reading what's coming on the screen and giving my opinion. I want to see the defense defend, man. I'm thinking, you want the truth? You can't have. I wanted to get crazy in here. That's what I want to see. But tomorrow, it looks like we got 3 witnesses. We'll probably bring Moochie up probably around lunch again if she got time. If not, the sketches, man. All right, man. I'll bring them back. I'll bring them back, man. Man. But that take I be getting carpal tunnel because I be putting my heart and soul into those, man. You know what I mean? I put when I do something, I do it for real. I told y'all we do in court. We got the wig, we got the robe, we got everything. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It won't let you click the link. Let me see. Let me try to oh hell no, I don't want no 6 sketches, man. Well, with Moochie on here, I can do the sketches. I tried to do them during lunch, but we get 25-minute lunches, and I'm trying to take me a break.
Wait, he owes 6 sketches?
Yeah, he talking about from all the other days that passed.
You gonna have me draw one.
Yeah, see, I mean,
who's doing better?
Hey, somebody come up during lunch and help me out so I can do the sketches or something so I can have a conversation because I can. Oh yeah, and Young Dreads got some. He actually finished the photo for me. I'm gonna bring that up.
Look, you can send them to either Instagram.
Oh yeah, and if y'all got sketches, why y'all just listening? Because I know y'all ain't at work working. While y'all at work listening and laughing, take a sketch and send it to us. But yeah, we got Young Dreads. We about to put his artwork on display. He did just send me a photo. Pretty good. Oh, so before Mia's cross continue, Edie Garcia took the stand to invoke his wait, is Edie Garcia the security guard that became the police officer? Yeah, this is the security. He was already on the stand. So Edie Garcia, he got the immunity deal. So he can't incriminate himself, but he will testify. So he must have took money from Diddy. He must have took that bribe from Diddy because the judge said we'll give you full immunity so you can testify without fear for prosecution.
Yeah, he took the bribe.
Damn, that's a win right there. That's a win right there. Look, if Diddy give you like $20,000, all right, look, let me get that immunity deal. Man, Diddy was paying niggas. They had freak offs. There was drugs in there. Oh yeah. Damn, that's a win right there. I know people all been that's messed up. They're like, hey man, that's how the law works, man. That's what immunity is for. Yeah, so he was his name wasn't Edie. His name was Israel.
So
Well, not
that's
unless this is
somebody
another.
else.
Yeah, unless this is somebody else, Edie Garcia.
Is that from this hotel we're talking about?
No,
Maybe?
this is from the actual hotel, the Intercontinental Hotel.
That's what I'm saying. Is that the security from that hotel?
Oh yeah. So the guy that came upstairs was Israel Garcia. No, what the hell was his name? I think it was Israel. I know it was Israel for sure. Israel. Enter. Israel Flores. So that's who the security guard that. So what did this security guard see? If Israel Flores was the security guard that came upstairs, what did this security guard do? See, look, Israel, the former security guard, recalled the incident where the rapper assaulted Cassie. But now we got Edie. This guy didn't take. So Israel was the one. Diddy must have paid this guy after. Like after he went up there and broke it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. So there's he probably deleted the footage. Oh
Yeah.
man, Diddy probably paid him and he deleted the footage.
There you go. That's why he got immunity.
Oh man. This is better than, well, this is true crime. Look at that man. He put that white on so he feeling godly, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I need to draw this right here. This is what I need to draw right here. We're gonna call this the Holy Shine. Yeah, I like that name, the Holy Shine.
Look, this is today's assignment, so I'm going to try to do mines too.
Hey, y'all, we got the Holy Shine. That's what we got.
Look, that is the sketch for tomorrow. If you complete it today, please DM myself or Mo.J, and then we'll take a poll for the best one.
All right, we got Presley up here. Hey, Presley, just turn your camera on so I can see who you are, but you don't have to have it on when you come up here. I just need to see that you're a real person. You know, well, maybe if Moochie can vouch for you. Moochie, you know Presley Joe?
No, I never heard of that person.
Let me see something. Hey, Presley, I'm about to bring you up, but hey, Moochie, I'm gonna keep this on standby in case they do some wild Diddy shit.
Yeah, so that way, if you gotta click leave, click. If you gotta kick them off, kick them off. Keep it on the button.
What's up, Presley?
Hello, hi. I'm not a Diddy supporter, by the way.
Oh, okay. Now, even if you were, we still we don't care about none of that. But yeah, okay. How you doing?
No, I'm fine. I was just calling in because didn't Brian still admit that he believed that Mia was raped? Because he said that. Oh, what was it the other day where he was like, but you admit it didn't happen that amount of times, right? He said that she was exaggerating about the number of times. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, he never said that it didn't happen. He just said it didn't happen that many times.
That many times. So I don't understand why he got up here today and acting like he never said that. Like, does he think the jurors are dumb? But are the jurors dumb?
No.
Does he think that they will not remember that? I don't know, because the way people are describing the jurors, it seems like the jurors are getting on Diddy's side. So I'm like,
yeah.
Does he see them as dumb and they didn't catch on to that, and now he's just trying to overgo at her, they wouldn't remember? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like Maurice said it. I mean, the jurors, they're sitting in here, they're getting tired, but I mean, it's just getting, it's just long-winded. It's just the same thing over and over because we're hearing it from every single person, and all the stories are similar. So I mean, I guess with Brian Steele, even with the today where he said, so when Diddy was violent with Cassie on the times that you've seen, which is never good. You know what I mean? It's like you keep bringing up the guilt of them, but you're not really defending them. In the defense, I mean, I know the jurors are listening. Like, okay, so if you're saying that all of this happened to Cassie, what makes you think it couldn't happen to Mia?
That's what I'm saying. I completely get that, and I'm not in the courtroom. I don't know, but actually one person, the person that I saw that was in the courtroom, she was like, the jurors are like trying to get like approval from Diddy and Brian Still, and they're like smiling and passing notes and like laughing at the victims. I don't know if that's true. I'm just going based off of what somebody that was there said. So I'm like a little nervous. Like, are these jurors just like red pill dumb? Like, I don't know.
I mean, there is some older people. We brought up the list of them. Of course, we don't know who they are exactly. I mean, again, that's why I say this is on the jurors. It's not on us to decide if he's innocent or guilty. For me, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
I don't care. But
yeah, it is entertainment. But...
Presley, you don't need to be worried, okay? You don't have nothing to do with this trial. You just relax, breathe. You don't have to you don't have to be worried.
She's trying to make me come off like I'm like in here puffed up. Like wrong choice of words. But
I'm just joking with you. You like, oh, I'm worried. I think they're losing the jury. Like,
yeah, because I don't like seeing people get hurt, and I don't want to watch. Like, it's entertainment, yeah, but I want my entertainment to see the bad guy go down. I don't want my entertainment to be like, yeah, take that. I like that. Like, no, that's not good entertainment.
Like, give me 1 second because we do have an update. Let me get this list. It says another one of Diddy's accusers could take the stand as early as Wednesday. Hey, Young Dreads, I got you. Let me read this. So Eddie Garcia, who works security at the Intercontinental Hotel, is expected to take the stand tomorrow morning as prosecutors' next witness on the stand. Prosecutors said they expect to question him for 90 minutes. They also said the forensic video expert Frank Piazza, Combs employee Derek Ferguson, and Brianna, who previously accused Combs of sexual battery, are likely among the next witnesses to follow Garcia. Now, Brianna, that's the short lady that Diddy hung over the rail. Mm-hmm. So this is the one he hung over the rail. Comey said, Jane, huh?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Comey said Jane, another one of Combs' accusers, who is using the pseudonym. So this is the Jane Doe. So we're thinking that this is Gina. Well, that's what people were saying. But the Jane Doe, another one of Combs' accusers, using the pseudonym during trial, could take the stand as early as Wednesday afternoon. The plan is to get Jane off the stand in plenty time for an international flight she's scheduled to catch next Thursday. What? This Thursday, they mean. Prosecutor said. All right, so we got the Jane Doe. We got Brianna, who was hanging over the balcony. We got Derek Ferguson. We got Frank, the video expert. And we got Eddie Garcia. So we got at least 4 to 5 people.
And you know what I was wondering? That's all I was going to say. You know, I was wondering because her friend Tiffany Red, you know, the girl Tiffany Red, y'all know him? Mm-hmm. Hi, Lucy. I'm sorry. But yeah, Tiffany Red, she posted a picture of her, Cassie, and the girl, I forgot her name already. You said that he hung over the balcony. They
Brianna?
took a picture. Yeah. They all three took a picture on the balcony that same day when they were all hanging out, because Tiffany was there too when he hung her over the balcony.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They all took a picture together and Tiffany posted it. So I'm like, why wasn't that brought up in the on the trial as like evidence or whatever? I was wondering.
They might bring it up where they might bring that up on when they actually talk to her, they get her testimony. What up, Dreads?
Yo, what's up, bro? I just wanted to say what's up.
Oh, man, you good? Hey, so everybody, this is Young Dreads here. You know, he did the photo. I got that. I'm going to bring all of them up tomorrow. He said he's going to be doing sketches for us also. So that's my new dog, man. That's my new boy right there, man. What you think about the case, Dreads? What you think?
Oh, man, Diddy just nasty, bro. Like, that's just... I'm lost for words. I'll be at work listening to it, and I just be like, yo, how is this? You got daughters, bro. How are you out here doing this? Like, I just don't understand it. And then they just I don't know, man. It's crazy. I can't believe he doing all this and just getting away with it.
Been paying them off for so long, skating up under the radar. But like I said earlier,
Yeah,
it's not that it hasn't been documented because we got evidence from 2017 where people were talking about freak offs and actually getting settlements from Diddy from what he was doing. So it's been going on, and we seeing this. Now we got to figure out what this new security guard was. Either he deleted the video or he was helping out with like shit. He may have been helping out bring the escorts in or something. Who knows?
Excuse me.
And I did my own little investigation work on one of these days when I was like listening to you in the background. I work from home, but I was listening to you one of these days, and I meant to bring it up. I think it was the day that you didn't have like links or whatever, but it was a day that where Cassie was on stand, and she said that, or I don't know if it was Cassie or her friend, but she said that she had to wear like these dark eyeglasses and like put on all this makeup to go with him to his signing or whatever. And then when you was like looking up, like, where's that signing? And you was like, I couldn't find it. And I'm like, I found it, but I'm at work, so I can't say nothing. I found the picture. And when I found the picture, not only did she have on like those big glasses to cover up her black eyes, but then when I zoomed in, she had on a necklace that says pop pop.
Oh yeah. We seen the pop picture. There's a
Necklace?
couple
You
of
seen that
pop.
one? I didn't
Yeah,
see
we
that.
seen. We
I
ended up
guess I
bringing
wasn't
that up.
paying attention. Oh, okay, I wasn't paying attention because I was like, oh my god, like her necklace says pop pop, like he beat her up and then made her wear a necklace that said pop pop the next day, and people in here still trying to defend him, like, oh my god.
And then Moochie got the photo you were talking about on the balcony.
Hold on, let me see. I switched over. Yeah, that one, because she like put up an Instagram post, and that was the day. I guess that was the day that they all were on the balcony because they were all chilling, and then he came and interrupted their girl time because he's an insecure loser. 'Cause I guess Tiffany had posted it on Instagram, and that's what pissed him off to even come up there to like interrupt their girl time.
Yeah, I mean that. I, I'm not laughing at the situation, but I want to make jokes. But man, I ain't gonna lie to you, that'd be scary. I hate looking over balconies, just being like standing on a balcony. But to be like they saying Diddy like picked her up and literally had her over the rail of the balcony, man. That's
Yeah.
that's fucking
What
ridiculous.
jokes are you trying to make? Like as long as I think that your jokes are funny, as in making fun of Diddy. People get upset when people make jokes making fun of the victims. You know what I'm saying? Like if you make fun of Diddy, like oh you a baby, you a bandit, that's not making fun of the victim. But when you say stuff like oh you stupid or why would you do, then that's making, you know what I'm saying, like it's a like there's a fine line with the jokes, but I think the joke should be directed at Diddy and not like at his victims, you know.
Oh no, I agree. But like when I ain't gonna lie to you though, when she get I'm not making fun of her getting hit over the head with an ice bucket. But
Oh my
she got
god.
Yeah, I even
hit
said
over the head with
that
the ice
too.
bucket. I had to do the sound effect. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, I know you did the sound effect. You thought of like that sound effect, but when I heard it, I thought of like the ice bucket challenge. When I heard it, I don't know why. I thought of like her like just sitting there like trying to do her job, and he came and like dumped like a bucket of ice over her head, like the ice bucket challenge, and like I don't know, but that's what I thought of.
Oh man, yeah. But yeah, I want to try to do this more often where I bring people up so we can like actually have the discussion, especially on days like this when it's going slow, or during the lunch, just have people come up. So I'm gonna start putting the link on here more. Young Dreads, he's gonna be, he's our Young Dreads is the standard guy. So if you ain't on me and Young Dreads level of sketches, just you probably not gonna get voted in. But if you want to submit sketches, you can. Young Dreads, I'm gonna put up his Instagram tomorrow. I'm gonna bring up the photos that he done for me. Presley, I appreciate you listening and tuning in. Moochie, I appreciate you too. We got 5 hours in the day. We started a little late. Tomorrow I should be 10 o'clock. I should be starting at 10 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. I just got off work till late today. But
You know
court is
what?
over with.
I'm
You
sorry.
said what?
I was gonna say, you know what? I don't know if he's like in New York, but I'm like sketch because you know he has like YouTubers like going up there and like getting the deets of what's inside, and I'm just like wondering like because all of the sketches that everybody said, like, that don't look like, that's not Diddy, that's not Cassie. Like, I'm like, why hasn't like a YouTuber sketch artist like gone up to the courtroom and like done their own sketches and like put that up there as like a more realistic like view? You know what I mean?
You talking about like these sketches? Danny said these sketches are from like the 70s or something like that. So they're significant to the courthouse, and they just kept these. So I guess it's just a traditional way of why the courthouse sketches look like this.
Oh no, I get that. I'm just saying, like, I like if I was like a sketch artist and I was like anywhere around New York, like I would be lining up to like go in there to like do like more realistic sketches so like you see like how it actually looks and not like these like raggedy pictures. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. I mean, that would be cool, but shoot, you got to get up there early or pay somebody, and I don't think they really. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. But
Hell,
I know I
I'll sell
definitely.
myself. I get up there and holler at Tisa like, "Hey, Tisa, do you want some? Do you want a sketch artist on your team? Hire me." like I don't know.
Oh man, what? Hey, it's good to see you. I seen you comment before, but I wasn't for sure if I remember who you were. That's why I was asking for you to turn on the camera. But I'm about to get out of here, guys. It's what 10 o'clock. Yeah, well 9:35. All right, bad. That's good. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate all of y'all. We'll be on here tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. Well, no, not 10. 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow for day 15 of the Diddy trial. I'm Modai J. This is The More You Know. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out. Oh yeah, remember you can run, but you can't hide. Diddy, that goes to you, man, because we know where you at. We know where you at. We know when you're sleeping, and we know when you're awake. We know when you've been bad or good for be good for hotel's sake.
Uh-oh.
Keep your glasses on the courthouse.